So this is going to be a collective, a real quick one, okay? You may be watching this on a rerun or you might catch me live right now. So guys, what I was picking up on was you have somebody that is, I don't even forgot the title already. You got somebody that is kind of watching you move on, but I feel like they're in regret. Look, this is something they could have told you in the past. Oh, I can't do this right now. Maybe they were making excuses, man or woman. And right now, they're feeling lonely, is what I was picking up. And for some of you guys, this is a person that watched, if they didn't cause the struggle, they watched you. They weren't even there for you. Welcome in, guys. Jumping in. Tell us where you're from. I got started already. So, guys, you guys are dealing with somebody that is regretting. Look at that, 11 and 1. So this is somebody that's watching you move forward, and they're feeling it. For some of you guys, this is a person that actually watched you suffer. If they didn't cause it, what's going on? It's been a while, huh? I feel like it's been a while doing a live. And then today is crazy because today for some of you guys, if you're dealing with a past loved one that could have passed around, I miss you guys too, man. I took a little bit because I had, about 6 years ago, I had my dad that passed away. And for the first year, some of you guys are going through this. This is why they want me to mention it. You probably grieved already. And for the first time, you're letting go. Here's Fox Mueller again. Why was I already thinking of this guy? But anyways, and I felt like that card that came out right here. Some of you guys, this person saw you struggle. And now they want to find a way to come into your life, but it's too late. This is a person that could have caused you the struggle. This is a person that you could have been texting and they didn't respond. So for a lot of you guys, you're dealing with somebody that you might have helped them in the past. Maybe you helped them in their need. And then when it came to you guys, nah. Look, they could have went somewhere else. They could have left you out in the cold. Look, used and then discard. And then imagine if they discard you from your own fucking place. You could have hooked them up with a job. This looks like a lover. This is somebody that you could have put through school. You could have got them back on track. And then they do that to you. And now they're in their head, look. Because for some of you guys, I feel like they tried to teach you a lesson. They try to play God. And you might have not said nothing. I know when I started my journey, that's one thing that God said. And I had to hold my nuts. Como dijo mi papá, amárrese los huevos, mijo. And some of these people, like right now, it's kind of crazy because that Fox Mueller, it's crazy because some of you guys, this is the purpose that God tells you. Don't seek revenge. It took me a while, guys. It took me a while, and it was hard. When I tell you my testimony, because this is coming out right here, this is how incriminating they're going to get. See, they'll fall into their own trap. You just got to wait. And mine was serious. I mean, you're talking about a whole family that did conspiracy, and that's what they're scared. So if you're dealing through the process of people like your own family that's going up against you, if you had a spouse that did you wrong like that, they did false accusation. It's sad when it's your own family. But at the moment when you're grieving a loss, you just lost your dad, and then they're doing this BS. They'll incriminate themselves, and this is how God is going to vindicate you. Remember, if you go back to the other readings, Jose's coming. Jose the cop. See, they'll incriminate, and this is why. Look, you're gonna find out. These people are gonna find out, and like I said, if you had an ex, now they don't even know how to come back to you. How do they come back with all the lies they did? You're a brujo. It is brujo. And guys, this is when you don't respond to people like this, because they already took notes. I'm telling you, these people fall into their own pit. Look, man or woman, this is a person that if you were dealing with this person, they didn't want to listen. And the whole time, like you could have been telling them, Federico, don't go out there, don't do this, don't leave me. You could have told them, let's start over, let's work this out. But they didn't want to. And some people are gonna tell you, no, that's not true. They didn't want to work it out. But you could go and you have receipts, especially if you went to like a church or somewhere. This person didn't want to do it. And they left you feeling like this. And this is a person, they're hard-headed. Like you have receipts. You could have, if you worked with this person, this is a person you were like, yo, we don't have carne. We have this many bags or sacks, whatever. And they didn't want to take, they didn't want to take orders from you. And you have the receipts. Hit the likes, guys. Get the likes up. Pittsburgh, what's going on, Tony? So, guys, this is something. Look, this is a person that thought they could play games with you. For some of you guys, these were cowards. Look, coming back to you. This is a person that could have told you, yeah, we'll work something out, but they had bad intentions. Bad intentions for some of you guys. And some of you guys, these people are gonna fall in. They're gonna fall in their own pit. Like on my end, if you saw that video with the witchcraft, some of you guys, if you had a family member passed away, this is what I just got to download. And you had an ex that did you wrong, don't worry. One of theirs is gonna pass away, and that's when the karma starts. They left you because people don't understand what you put out, you shall receive. And some of them, if they wanted to incarcerate you, there's nothing you can do. All right, let's see. What is says it's okay. Karma is, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't have to do nothing. I took the time because I was, one of the hardest things, guys, on my spiritual journey, when my dad, he needed a liver, and it really got to me. And I wanted to trade places. I was real grateful to God. I had already experienced so many things. God, I was grateful. I've already experienced, going around the world, traveling, and the will of my dad. If you only saw, like he wanted to live. He was an exciting person, very happy and oriented, hard worker, very blessed by God. So I wanted to give him my liver, but it didn't match, and I would have, Diosito. And it really hit me hard. Like some of you guys have a relationship with a certain parent, a sibling or something, but in this case, it was that. And it was kind of like the Joseph. I had siblings that were so jealous. My dad had his little business, and I was his right hand. And you guys could be in the similar situation where you have siblings. They wanted the benefits, but they didn't want to work. And towards the end, I rather give everything up for a liver for my dad because it was kind of rare. But anyhow, it says the fear of love, past hurt can create walls. Be mindful of where you block love from entering your life. So some of you guys, because of the past, the way they did you, it could have hurt you. I chose the healing, which I was already on that journey before my father passed away. And I have paperwork, like I went to study overseas and stuff. But some of you guys are dealing with, they don't want you to move in a different direction. And they're going to use control tactics. And this is where it's fucked up, because for a lot of you guys, you have a past. Everybody has a past. And the minute that you switch up, look, 12-12, as I say that, That's 3-3. That's Jesus in the house, baby. Put it in the comments because some of you guys have happy Monday, Indigo. Some of you guys are so blessed that you're gonna have people that are gonna come against you and they want your blessings. And some of you guys, you're not meant to fight them. Trust me, I had to leave everything behind. And if you're vibrating on this channel, some of you guys have blessings that people are trying to take from you. Your light, your ability to radiate. Some of you guys are gonna awaken and you're gonna notice what you've been suppressing as a child. That's why it's very important. Do the inner work. No matter how people say, oh, I'm embarrassed, Infinite. I say, you're embarrassed. Okay, well, then don't complain about the blessings. Because some of you guys, you had people that suppressed it. You know? Look, the mirror effect. This kind of looked like not the Hierophant, the Pisces card. What is it called? The lady with the tour? I can't even think. It's been a while. Crying demons. I'm telling you, look, just that fox is somebody I know, but they're so angry because I released, I let go. And just so you guys get a little bit of this fox, they're giving themselves away, but it's crazy. And be the closest ones to you. When you have your own family that teams up with your ex and they allowed this person to take everything from me. I didn't have nobody in court, not even my mother figure. And it's kind of crazy. I'm like, how is it that you're going to be on that side? And this fox right here, look, they don't want the truth to come out. But God, my testimony, guys, and I came on here, whatever I'm doing, guys, you're going to have people like that. What frustrates you and others is a reflection. Something unhealed, and they're unhealed. Look, they could have fixed it, but it's none of my business. For some of you guys, this people that you have coming up, like the investigation, their karma's coming. You already seen, if you seen that video I did when it was raining. And God had told me to stop. You're I'm telling you, you're a waste of space. Tell them. I'm telling you, there's you guys are gonna have a major blessing. Let me give you some angel numbers. Let's see what Fox is saying. He's putting fear in that is a blockage, but who's putting fear? Fox. They're gonna get your IP with all that, and then you're gonna be crying. Some of you guys, like when I tell you, if you're being investigated, guys, you don't even have to worry. Just keep moving forward. Because what's happening is with the Scorpio moon, everything is turning around. And guys, especially if you're a person that you had a lot of people that were doing witchcraft against you, manipulation, they turn other people. You're on my vibration. This is what I experienced. And you felt you didn't get justice. Keep moving forward. Keep watching. Look, 22 and then 33. Look at this. 2222, 333. It says feminine forces, relationship balance, prosperity. Okay. You can do everything by yourself. But life is to be shared. Okay. Partner up with the right spirit and you'll become a force. Honor commitments and people around you. Don't judge them. Listen to them. Thank you for the $4.99. So some of you guys, you are a person that you're very blessed with the people that you come in contact or you partner up with. And some of you guys, you're dealing with somebody like your family members or even an ex. They don't want you to go. They don't want you to leave them, but they didn't want to do nothing right. They decided to plot against you. And guys, this is very sad because for some of you guys, if you were in the situation where I was already grieving my father. And then you have them doing this protective order, all this shit, and it was 2 months. This is my testimony. So 2 months, and they were just laughing in my face. I didn't know, and then they would hide my kids. I mean, just some of you guys are dealing with that, and then with social skills, that isolation that they're trying to create with you guys. If they're trying to create an isolation, is to make everybody believe that you were at fault. But this is what, when you align with God, this is where you start to learn within. I went within, I started doing my healing, the generational curses, and you're going to come out on top. It says the problems you have today will eventually disappear. Your guardian angel encourages you to maintain a positive outlook on life, since your luck may be about to change. This is where they want to shortstop you. It said it is time to use your captivating energy and inspirational personality. Do not let your ego get the best of you. So you're gonna have people, guys, that are gonna come up against you. Look, they don't want you to have good times. 24/24. You look, you got support. My dad became terminal, would live past the week. Yo, it's hard, man. Like if you were, I was close to my father, so, and I had a trauma bond with him. Like when I was young, imagine you save your dad from getting murdered, and you're young, and you have that bond. But this time I couldn't save him. So I had to go back, and I had to heal that inner child. And these assholes didn't understand. They didn't give a fuck. They were just, before my dad, they were already taking shit. Oh, this is mine. Like, so some of you guys could experience that. And this year, was able to really, thank you for the 20. Thank you for the 20. Green can no longer. Thank you for the 20. This year was the first year where I could actually, like, I felt the release. Because to be honest with you, a lot of us that have a lot of eighth house, some of us like when I tell you I wanted to take my dad's place, we don't fear death. But some of your family members, whoever you guys are dealing with, if you're going through any kind of a situation where you're thinking of leaving earlier, don't do it. You have a blessing, and I'm telling you, they're going to work hard to discourage you. But you have a light within you, and it bothers them. And even though they might not give you the support, because they're really feeding off your energy, like you would, if you win, they win. But the jealousy is like the Joseph. Thank you for the 20 again. And look, you want this change. Like, guys, when I tell people, like, yo, how do you go to jail for threatening somebody to get a divorce? How? I mean, like, yo, I wasn't, and then I was given more. Like, how? Like, that's that's crazy. And then, that's hard. But a lot of you guys, what you're gonna find out is you're gonna, if you're like on the journey that I went through, or I was going, and this I have to tell you, this is part of my journey. That's why I don't really look at them with hatred, because I knew it was a spiritual warfare. But it still was cruel. However, when I pulled back and I started to align, like, I think about it now. If this wouldn't have happened, I wouldn't have built a relationship with Source, with God. And that's priceless. Does it hurt to look back? Yes. Does it keep me stuck, like with the magic? Of course. Because, with 2 kids, two incidents under that supervision, she wouldn't be here. But why doesn't the court see that? And like both times, this is before I knew I had gifts. It's like, 1222. Like I thought about her, and if I wouldn't have called, she wouldn't be here. So some of you guys, how do you explain that? I mean, I was mad, but the way that my journey was, they silenced me. Where, in family court, like if I could sue the shit out of that fucking bitch. And the reason I say it like that, because they didn't give me the opportunity to speak or nothing. It was just whatever they said, boom. And I almost lost my daughter. And there's records right there. I know, and they don't make a big deal. Like some of you guys, they justify it, Anyways, some of you guys, you have good times and new beginnings. Do not look, with 888, this is right here. It says, all that is good and pleasant in your life will multiply. Angels are sending the number to reassure you of the prosperity and the well-being ahead. Your surroundings will treat you with admiration and respect. Use it for the greater good. This is the power. You guys have this power, this energy. Some of you guys, I'm telling you, you're on this channel and you're picking up on this channel. You have this, guys. You're meant to inspire. You're meant to uplift. What you've been through, these new beginnings, 9-9, that's somebody, some of you guys could be born, or look out for this portal, November 9th. That's when your new beginnings. That's why you're being attacked so much right now. This is a portal that said, even the Lion's Gate, but for some of you guys, that's where it says, look out for the opportunity that might be a game changer. You are completing something major. Some of you guys, you have been on the cycle. You've been looking, wondering why. And you're looking in the past because you're stuck. You're like, man, you don't know why it happened. That's manipulation. That's of the devil. They created confusion. And you're hanging in there. Guys, you're hanging in there. And they want to stop this new beginning coming towards you. But look, personal power. It's almost like they wanted to stop new love to come into you. This is a person that, if you're dealing with the ex, this is a person that was so immature. They went behind your back. They teamed up with your parents. They teamed up with your siblings. Qué triste. And it was for some of you guys, when you find out that, forget about the ex, but how does a parental figure do that to you? And you have to forgive and let go. It's a spiritual battle. And the reason I tell you that, because it's very important. Like my priest told me, he goes, Mijo, you're going to look and you have to be strong. And this is why your emotions and your nervous system is very important. Guys, whoever you guys are that are on here on this channel, you have a purpose. And even if it's not publicly, you carry abundance. And you have, look, you're like the life of the party, guys. Put it in the comments if it's not true. You have like when you get on scene, baby, it's on. And that's what the enemy wants to stop. Look, 666, greater blessings. That's what the enemy wants to stop. Some of you guys, your siblings, your ex, of course, your ex. Yeah, look, 777. Is it? You see the synchronicities? 88866. Good luck. This is y'all's energy. I'm very happy on this one. But you're doing the work. Yes, for me, life is a party. Like, don't let nobody stop that. You have the ability to change people with your happiness, your energy. And for a lot of you guys, what's happening with this personal transformation, this 13th house, you're going in deep, you're going through your emotions, but you're coming out stronger. See, the people that you could have been stronger and had boundaries with people on the outside. For some of you guys, you didn't, but this is teaching you. But I'm talking about people that are not your relatives, but they weren't the problem. Some of you guys, your inner circle, the same people you were protecting, were the first ones to want to stab you. And now you don't hate them. You're going to learn how to be able to be in front of them, and you have a boundary. And they're going to want to come for, hey, sis, bro, can you help me with this? Nope. And you're going to be that calm, and you're not going to hate. You don't have to. When you're in control of your energy, your power, if you want to go to the family thing, you'll go. If you don't want to go, you're going to go somewhere else. Because for a lot of you guys, you're going to create your own soul tribe, or you're going to run, or you're going to have different people. And that's where like-minded people with your energy, because you guys come from the planet where I come from. You're going to realize that. Put it in the comments. The planet of I don't give a fuck no more. And Jesus is laughing. And they're not gonna like that attitude. Yo, hit the like button. What's going on, Carmen? I'm getting warmed up. I had a little bit of a hard weekend. I had a lot of spiritual warfare going on, so I'm getting back. Look, taking chances. And for a lot of you guys, you're gonna be in this energy with the good luck falling. When you take chances, because what happened with you guys, if you're going through a phase where right now where you're not getting the clarity, nobody's wanting to, nobody's really supporting you. When you go to God and you're gonna take chances, and this is how it's gonna look. You're not gonna look at them. You're not gonna ask for validation. You're just gonna be talking to yourself. Yo, God, do I do this? And then God is gonna tell you, like, if whatever project you're doing, because there's always gonna be people like Fox. So God will tell you, don't post, and you just sit back, do your thing, chill, and you're gonna allow people to think what they want to think. This is when you're guided. Because other people say, why? You're not depending on nobody but God. And you're going to you're going to take these chances. And this is why the enemy, guys, wants to destroy you, wants you to seek revenge. Get back at them. Do them dirty like they did you. And if you're not doing that, they're coming at you. Because the blessings are coming towards you. And some of you guys, you've seen the change. I heard right now with this 3-3, like the portal in March, you've seen a little bit difference, or you're starting to take chances. Some of you guys, this portal's coming up, this 6-6. Remember this. It says right here, commitments. So some of you guys, you have a new commitment that is going to be loyal. This person is truth, love. Like, they're going to be able to communicate with you. And this is not that bullshit love that, let me text you right now and, don't reply. Or, you know what? You could come over, but you can't meet my family. That kind of bullshit. You're not going to have that. This is a person that is it says applying honesty and light daily is fast track to creating peaceful and meaningful life. So this is it says release worries by speaking your truth. This is a person that's going to come to you and is going to say collective, whether you're whatever sign, Cancer, Pisces, they're going to say, yo, this is what I like. This is what I want. This is what I'm looking for. And for a lot of you guys, if you're kind of stunned or shunned by love, this is making you stronger. You're going to be able to tell a person, you know what, I like you, but I'm not giving you these nalgas or this pecker. And they're going to be laughing with you because you're going to say it with a playful energy. And that's what they want to destroy, because the playful energy that you carry within you is what brings prosperity. It brings abundance. Some of you guys, look where your 5th house is at. What do you have in your 5th house, in your Leo one? But look, commitment is coming, and this is why they're attacking you. Some of you guys, would you go back to your ex the way they did you dirty? Hell no. Glossy eyes. And no, you're taking a chance. You're moving forward. Nobody wants to go back to somebody that did you dirty. Like, they could come all they want. They couldn't even, for a lot of you guys, if you're even man or woman, they said, They were cowards. They didn't even know how to apologize. I'm dealing with a no contact. I can't do that. So they can't say, "Oh, no, hey, no," and that's it. They robbed me of everything, business, everything. So you know what? I told them, dale gas. I don't want my kids to be in the street either. God knows. God was guiding me through there. So a lot of you guys, when God tells you to leave something behind, even though you feel like you're not gonna have nothing, just trust, man. I'm telling you from experience. It says, when chance presents themselves, seize them and do something out of the ordinary. Look what I'm doing, out of the ordinary shit. I had to be a gigolo at one point. Andaba con el pinche pito suelto. Not just kidding, but I would have. It says, no, I would have if I had to. And then the bad thing era una viejita. Ándale, mijo. Deja, I give you $100. Let me give you un chupiluz. And then she takes her fucking teeth out. Yo, it was only one time. Good morning. Good morning. So yeah, some of you guys, fuck it. Yo, life is life. And that energy that you have of playfulness, don't let it go. This is why taking a chance and committing, this is also committing to yourself. When I look back, like I see, I don't have that anger towards the past because it wasn't necessary. It was very hurtful, yes, but I laugh it off. Like some of you guys are gonna get that point where you heal and you're meant to be able to tell people, you're gonna laugh. Like, yo, I was happy. I took a shit before the fucking SWAT team came looking for me. I didn't even know, but pero I didn't get to eat my taco. It was unnecessary. Like I said, even they were tripping out, but they had to do what they had to do. And yo, I you know how embarrassing it has to be that in my testimony, I have to say, even the judge was like, did he hit you? No. Did he ever do that? No. What? He threatened to divorce me. Bitch, like, come on, man. Like, get him out of here. Dismiss. Like, yo, that's some BS. And a lot of you guys, this is fucked up because you know, if you're a woman, this is something that even if you were dealing with some of you guys I'm picking up, you had just moved in, like maybe you weren't married yet. And if you weren't married, for the ones you weren't married, thank God you're crying over somebody that God was even, Ira, that one for sure. I'm hearing, don't let that shit come back. For the ones that like on my part, they're saying me to explain it. On my part, I did wrong. And I admitted it, and I said, "Hey, mejor ir aquí. No, no, this and that. Let's work it out." I said, "Look, because the thing that my priest said is like you got to be careful because of the revenge," and he was fucking right. And I asked God, "Why did you let me go through it?" He goes, "How would you? How could I use you if you didn't go through it, mijo?" I said, "All right, well, fuck," but it still was fucked up, and God laughed. I know, but Happy Mother's Day. Thank you. So a lot of you guys, when you talk to God like that, you're gonna realize that because I told God, like, why? And he goes, you needed to find out how it feels. How else are you gonna explain it to people? How else are you gonna be able to display the work I did with you? Because some people that can't express it that way, they're not healed. So when you build a relationship like God for reals, like yes. And yeah, she had a plot plan. Yo, it was fucked up. I have to tell you as a testimony, and that's one thing that a lot of you guys, like on my end, it was yo, I could have died, even though I didn't want to die like that. Gotta give a testimony. Yes. Yo, some of you guys, you have what you don't understand. Some of you guys have been through so much that people couldn't even walk in your shoes. And you have so many haters, they don't know nothing about you. Sorry, I didn't read the heart verse before. Oh no, don't worry. Thank you for the heart. Guys, some of you guys have been through some things that have been humiliated, and I want to let you know from experience, don't God wants you to laugh at it. You survive. And the thing is, when you allow yourself to express it and take accountability, because you have cowards that won't, they won't, especially if you're a woman that is dealing with a man, and if he's cross watching, yo, it's easier to take accountability, whether you did wrong or not. You can't be, I know I didn't do it. Please don't leave me. No, I was okay. And even on my end, like, yo, I wasn't jealous because, yo, if you want to play the game, you better be ready for it. So when that shit, I said, hey, go over there with that guy. I'm cool. I'm not going to trip. Plus, I was already with it's my side. I didn't even get to be with the other person. I didn't want to put her through the drama. And plus, like my dad had passed away. So it was kind of harsh. And it just recently I had to go over there, and yeah, she pulled away too, and she has her deals, but I don't have, and I don't know why I'm explaining it for some of you guys. You Once you release other people, oh, this person didn't come through with a relationship, like if they strung you along, don't worry about it. That person might have angers, and if you did it to them, like I recently went to the other girl, and I was like, yo, and I felt the frustration. And guys, it's easier for, like, I had to tell her, like, yo, I couldn't put you through the shit that I was going through. And I saw her mad, but it wasn't my fault. I was going through a lot. So you might have people that are resentful that you pulled away, and you had to do the best for yourself. And this is, look, wish come true, and then lighten up. So if you were dealing with somebody that pulled away, open up, allow him to explain, because some of you guys do have somebody that went through so much shit, could have been incarcerated, could have been had to move for whatever reason. This is what I'm hearing. And this could have been like your 1111. This is a person that you wanted to be with. And guys, however it may, whether you return, not the person that hurt you, the person maybe you were moving towards. This person could have went back like this, maybe to cause you less issues, like they saw you dealing with the situation, or you could have pulled back and said, fuck, until you get a divorce, motherfucker. I'm not getting that three. Like some of you guys could have been dealing with somebody that supposedly they were gonna divorce, but you learned a karmic lesson as well. You had to pull back, and you said, huh, until you get your shit together. And this is a person that could be like a wish come true. And if this person doesn't come through, guys, like on my end, I went and I said what I had to say, but I'm not pushing nothing. You're gonna live life different, guys, where you're not waiting on nobody. You're gonna explore at your own, like, shit, I was already tied up. Why do I want to be dealing with that? Mejor, I want to be free. Some of you guys, this person might miss out on you. hmm Why? Because there's a great shift within yourself when you align, and God is crazy. Like, when you start to operate with your higher self, you're gonna you're gonna be listening. Oh, let me go this way. Oh, let me talk to this. Let me do this. You're just gonna different. They don't want me to spoil it for you, okay? But it is gonna require a swift action for you, and they want you to pay attention to your gut feeling. Remember, we seen 808 and 44. Some of you guys could be 44, but your intuition, and it says betrayal, pessimism. Okay, so for some of you guys, like, yo, be open to a new experience. Like, you don't have to give out the cookies. That's what I keep hearing. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a man. I'm gonna be like, shh, you want nomás la puntita, just the tip. Fellas, if you're in here, let me know if you're the same way, because I'm gonna be honest, but they're telling me for you guys, you don't have to give up the nalgas, the cookies. You'll know, because you'll be like, you'll lift one chichi, and then you'll look up, and then you'll get a sensation in your gun. In reality, we come here to enjoy life, guys. And all bullshit to the side, you're gonna get your wish come true. And this is what I'm picking up. Because that was my wish, like to be free, to be experienced, to live life at a different like on a journey, like a true journey. And some of you guys had people that didn't want you to live that way. Like things, you're gonna realize that your energy, as long as they're attached to you, man or woman, they're covered by your anointing, by your luck. And some of you guys could be afraid. If you're a woman, you're like, how am I gonna do it, Infinite? Yo, you have this. You're like fucking blessed. And the committed right here, commitment. This is like a commitment to like with God. Like six is the arcana for lovers. So when you put God first, like man or woman, and you put God first, oh my God, as a woman. So they're saying lighten up, and this is 55. Mm-hmm. And there's a great shift. So for a lot of you guys, take that risk. I stopped dating. The one I want doesn't want a relationship. Ooh, pull your energy back. You watch, and then you be looking good. Sheesh. Focus on my healing and success. And yo, when you least expect it, that's when it comes. And see, that person that you left behind, and you focus on your energy, like all your energy, call it back. Some of you guys, I was dealing and still with a lot of spiritual attack, and to shut me up. Um, when my dad passed, was me and him had worked together. Everybody knows what I had bought with him and everything, what we invested. He's well known. So entonces, I have my brothers over there trying to imitate me, pero I don't want to talk bad about them because, like Joseph, I already had them with this before my dad died. It was a disaster, yo. But I just leave it in God's hands. Some of you guys, like, I'd rather move on. Shit. And I picked a different, like what I'm doing right now. This is what God put me to do. I could go back into business, but how do you do business with people that are want to betray you? Get the fuck out of here. So a lot of you guys, you're that's what they're holding on, and they're losing out. Let's go to the money. Let's go to the money, guys. Be strong with the world. Yeah, it's a big place. And you know what? You try like some of you guys, you're a money magnet. I'm telling you, you're gonna cut this cord, and God is gonna tell you when you're in nature, is what I'm hearing. And some of you guys have people that are telling you, like your own family, or even a spouse, like, yo, you know how sick it was to know that my own spouse was competing, doing the shit. Yo, the people that like, but you know what? That was her journey. Fuck it. Vámonos. See, here's the talent. This is you. There's something in nature that you're gonna realize because the trees talk to you. Some of you guys, the trees talk to you. It's time to enjoy nature around. Some of you guys get freaky in the fucking park, eh? If you feel anxious about the situation in your life or career, take a walk to clear your head and be healed. There's something about the trees, guys. You might say I'm bullshitting, but see the roots right here? Look for the oldest trees. And look, you have an exceptional talent in art that needs to be discovered. Expand. It's time to make a fortune in your creativity. Guys, what I'm picking up for a lot of you guys, you have you have this creativity, like, that you don't even honor. Like, you want to dim it down because you feel the jealousy. 55, 35. That's, yeah, some of you guys, you have it within you. And then you have, for a lot of you guys, you have somebody that is so close to you, whether it's a sibling, a cousin, or something like that. For some of you guys, even your own fucking parental figure or an uncle, aunt, and you do something amazing, and they want to do it the same as you. And maybe you've done different jobs, because for some of you guys, you're wanting to find your talent. What is it? And for the ones that have been optimistic and you've been out here trying this, trying that, you have like a fucker, they said, calm down. You have somebody that monkey see, monkey do. And you're not paying attention. You kind of look and you're like, fuck. Like you can't take a shoot in the corner because here comes, who. And it's sad, they could try to look like you, they mimic. And then you have a parental figure. Ay, mi hijo, mi hija, los dos o las dos, tienes que cuidar. Yeah, after that motherfucker's sabotaging you, man or woman. So some of you guys could have a parental figure. They want you to create success for a sibling. Like, yo, this person wants to be you. Probably will suck your own dick. I don't know. But this person is crazy because I have an age gap. So, plus I didn't live with my family. I left the house at like 14, 15. So, it was one of them deals. So I never really stayed with them. I never knew them like that. But some of you guys, you have somebody and you could have a parental figure and then blames everything on you and they can never do nothing. So it's a disservice to that person. Determination. They wish they had the determination that you have. They wish they had the connections that you had. And this person, look, miscalculation. Why? Because for a lot of you guys, you had this person that was sabotaging you, and now they're worried. They worried because they don't take responsibility or take responsibility. They don't even like when you find out what these people did. You're gonna be tripping. You had faith, even though you had to go through this transformation, this Scorpio energy. We just had the Scorpio moon. And a lot of you guys, you didn't even have a mentor. I don't know about you guys. Some of you guys did, but some of you guys, you were put in a position where the only mentor is God, and you could be tripping out. So they're saying, if you, even with this reading, go to God, go by a tree, sit down, reevaluate. Don't dwell on the past. Don't do the mistake that I had. I was so messed up. Confusion spells, this and that, jar spells. I had go on my page in the beginning. I had the little jars, and my mom's like, "Hi," and my cousin, "Hi, pa endulzarte." I didn't ask you for that shit. Who, Lord knows what else they did, and keep on doing because you saw already that thing. But some of you guys, you're gonna be able to help others. You don't even understand this creativity. Like, yo, you have this talent. It's gonna bring you a lot of money, but it's gonna bring you love. It's gonna be effortlessly. And look, with faith, this is what they wanted to destroy. They were determined to. Some of you guys, like, for example, you could have an ex, my ex, all my connections. Most of them I've ran into because a lot of people don't know, and they're like, yo, Infinite, what happened there? Please don't say nothing. God tells me don't say nothing. So I'm not trying to sabotage. Like, you see this Fox Mueller is probably one of them, but when God puts you in a position in a different industry, I could go back. I know how to do it like the back of my hand. And I put the business under my sister and her name. Y todavía that's crazy. That's one thing that God wanted to teach, really expose the greediness. But let me tell you, he threw me in this industry. For example, for some of you guys, if you're wondering and you want to go back and you want to prove your point, you don't gotta do nothing. I don't even bother them. I don't do nothing. I'm focused where he put me. And some of you guys are gonna be placed in that position. Who's harassing who? Like, yo, I'm not even, they think I'm, gone, dead with my dad. And some people have told me that. But look at this. Lucky you. Even if they say that, shit, I feel lucky. But yeah, people I run into and they're like, yo, you're like, a lot of you guys, if you went to court, like I couldn't say nothing, and that was God. And I have a shitload of receipts. Incriminate them like conspiracy, like a motherfucker. But I gave it to God, and that's one of the hardest thing. And it's part of my testimony. Yo, it was hard. It was hard. Like, you're able to do something about it, but God says, no. Are you willing to trust me? And then you see a year pass by and they're laughing and giggling. That's hard. It takes this with this. But you know why God does that for a lot of you guys? Because you have a talent. You have it within you for his purpose. It's still gonna be happy for you. You're gonna love what you do. You're gonna reach out to a lot of people. That little shit that they took from you, that they were all conspiring, because the people that have to steal your destiny or your business or whatever, and there was people, friends that I put in business without me wanting to. They stole from me, but I always gave it to God. But you're gonna have connections worldwide. You could do whatever you guys want, but as my testimony, have the determination to be faith. Like people say, you could do them the same way, with the candle and all that, and you could do whatever you want. I'm not gonna judge you if you even did it in the past. Nobody's perfect. You could be like, you could even say my testimony, don't ever do that. God loves us. And when I tell people, they trip out. I said, I learned one thing, and one thing that I love about God, Jesus, he loves me for who I am. I drink, I smoke, yeah, I fucking smoke. And what you see, I fucking hit a rail, and what? I'm not affecting them. I'm not causing trouble. Never have I caused trouble while I party. But they were the same ones that'll judge you were the same ones that are doing a fat ass line right there. They forget, you know? Fuck that. So a lot of you guys, this is something that look, guidance. You could be in this energy, but I don't know, Infinite. I'm thinking about going back to my ex. Are you fucking crazy? His dick didn't get any bigger if you're going back to him. It probably doesn't. It probably wobbles like this. And then, girl, you're thinking about going back to that? If you're a man, like, bitch, you're going back to those nalgas aguadas. And you're like, I don't know. Follow your guidance. You want to market your nalgas? I'll send you. We'll send you back to your ex, but this time with a charge. You want to see me this weekend? It's going to cost. No, just kidding. But look, some of you guys with your business, this is a transformation. Like, I love to see women prosper. Because you guys have a divine skill. Y'all have a strength regardless. This is why it was hard. Like, even my own mom, like, but when like, I know my purpose. I know my purpose, and with business, with whatever, I'm meant to help you with your skills to unleash the, the talent that you're hiding. The only problem I had is with my own siblings. They had a problem, guys, and I don't know why I need to share this. Like, I had employees that were my jefes, and then some of mine, because we had our own thing, and I would bring out the best in them. To me, an employee is a blessing. If you're a business owner, entrepreneur, you still have to, you have to run. It's a leadership. And they're gonna take from you. You're gonna have one that's gonna steal, and there's bad apple here, but you gotta be able to, to handle them. My dad used to say when I was little, when he was teaching me, he's like, it's like a fucking classroom. Sometimes you gotta put your foot down and, and get rid of the fucking clown. And the other ones, they get in shape. O sea, se ponen en línea. And the problem with that, guys, when you're an entrepreneur, you gotta understand, one person fucks up another person's life. They get them fired, but they got a family. And then they got to look for another job. And then they got to do, it takes 2 weeks, and they got a family. And some of you guys, you have siblings that wanted to be the chief, but they didn't want to handle the responsibility. They wanted the showboat. They wanted to drive the cars. They didn't even earn it. If you guys only knew, oof, ta madre. My mom would come in there. Why aren't you doing this? Vergüenza. My dad would say, like, cabron, they don't want to work in the field. They don't want, how do you gain respect if you don't want to work in the field? I don't know who I'm talking to. For my ladies, don't pick a man that doesn't want to work in the field, especially if his dad owns a business. Because no vale madre, he want to be acá, you know? Nah. Look, perceptive and style. It says, your point of view about money is changing positivity. See? So a lot of you guys, if you're an entrepreneur, for my ladies, especially for my ladies, if you're running a department, if you're getting a promotion, fuck everybody there. They're not your friends. They want to take your spot. They want to kiki ha ha. Yo, you have a family. I don't know. They're helping me, and for my fellas too. And you, if you're a wife, you apoya. You know, like, support your husband. Tell him, bitch, fuck that. You're not friends with nobody there, bitch. Get the paper, because a lot of the times you have these guys that they want to get another. It could be your person. They got fired, and yo, you know, a lot has changed with guys. You know, where they do like all this, yo, there's so many fucking guys doing all this witchcraft, bien jotos, hi, this and that on women, but also on guys, you know. They'll collaborate to take authority. This is what I'm picking up, but a lot of you women, yo, pick the right person or people, your group. If you're in charge of a group, look, meditate. And look, you stand alone. This is for my females, because for my guys, you guys already know. My ladies, you're about to get into a promotion or start something new, and you're going to find the right people to work with. But you have to keep this. You have to keep this authority. This is, when I saw this picture, it's like you balancing it and always talking to God, because a lot of you guys, you have these gifts, intuitive gifts that are going to help you. You're going to feel when somebody's off. They might say, I'm in, but you're doing business. Shit. They're going to want to take advantage of you. But for some of you guys, you're going to check somebody. You're going to be like this. It's almost like you're going to be like, oh yeah, bitch, you were stealing from me. If it's not your man or something, but for a lot of you guys, this could be at work. And you're going to be like, bitch, I could get gangster too, bitch. Hija de tu puta madre, I heard. This bitch, you're going to find out who collaborated. Maybe this isn't the job that you missed the opportunity, but God is telling you has something better for you. Maybe you're on the verge of wanting to check this person. Mm-mm. Look, mainstream. It's almost like they're going to want to put you on blast. Or if they're talking about you at the moment, they want you to know that it's because you have this energy. Yellow's going to be significant, and they want to put you on blast. For some of you guys, that person that did this collaboration and told lies about you, they're about to see you. Like, you're about to come, like, you're going to step into this talent, guys, that is, you're going to be right here advancing. Do you see anybody there, my ladies, my men? Do you see anybody here? No, that's God leading you the step by step. Ooh, baby, something like that. Look, unsteady. Things might be getting wobbly without you, because look, you were the lucky charm. Look, you're about to be feasting. You can be like, Infinite, man, it's been hard. What's been hard? It's been hard. I miss my gordo. I miss my nalguitas. You're not gonna miss them. You're almost there. Look, lucky you. They're falling apart. Some of you guys that could have been out here, I'm better without him. I'm better without her. Look, this and that. And then you're about to step in this, like, whatever you're doing. Some of you guys, I'm telling you, you're coming together with people. But for a lot of you guys, they're going to see you so balanced. Let me see. And they're going to be like this. Oh my God. She got a bigger butt. No. But it says right here, damage, because look. And if, yeah, like, they're gonna, they're gonna see you advance. There's something that you guys are gonna. We're talking about career right now. Mm-hmm. And they're saying, look, when I said that, just do it, guys. For I don't know why. For some of you guys, I'm getting that if there was a person like this one that told you she was there collaborating, telling you I got you and led you the wrong way, and they got the promotion. Ooh, look at this. They can't even handle your position. They lied that they could handle and do it better for you, and they got to pay. They got to pay. And yo, you're the one that could have helped her, helped him, whatever. You could have, do this shortcut, and then they were taking credit. This could even be a boss, and you were doing all the work. You were balanced. And if you're like me, bitch, if you're like me, like yo, I'll go in there not to scam, but I like to learn so I can move up. That's how my old man taught us. Hey, just because you're my son, cabron, get to work in the fucking pit. I've told you the stories like before when I was like, man, what happened? What's that machine? Fuck that, man. We digging this. Who's gonna pay for it? I'll pay for it. But it took less guys and less time. So anyway, some of you guys have that ability. You're getting these downloads. Don't lose it. Because a lot of you guys, look, this person that now is feeling like this isn't career. This is a hater. They're like, I can't believe it. And now they see you. You're picking your team. And this person that took your position in the beginning, they were laughing. Ha ha, I took her place, this and that. Why? The whole time they were watching to have a chance to fuck you over in business, in your career. Look with the fox. And this person was right there laughing. Look. And you were mad. You could have been pissed off. But look, what did I say, learner? You learn quick. You're like, you learn quick. Fuck. Look, you're magical as fuck, baby. Who's this? Put it in the comments. And look at this. All because, look, perspective. And some of you guys, the way you exit out with style, baby. Look, you didn't have to fight nothing. You don't have to argue with anything. Yo, my sister, through a whole legacy, my dad had worked his ass off, so did I. My mom as well, they worked their ass off. All out of jealousy. And as a testimony, not to call her out, but God, is something that a lot of you guys that are meant to be in this position with prosperity, and you're wondering why. They crushed it. And I asked God, and I've told you guys before, I don't want to talk about these things, but it's like he's the one that's gonna tell you when and why it's important, because a lot of people deal with this. You have a sibling that steps all over you, takes advantage, and then like hasta un lado, and they're supposed to be your blood, like whoever you guys are, you have love, like you wouldn't do them the way they did you, but the devil wants you to be in that energy, and that's why you have either one or two siblings or all of them that are mad because you let them have that shit, and then you start to do something. And here they come. When that shit breaks down, they can't handle it. They let it go. They destroy it. Then they're coming again towards you. And God has had enough. God has enough. Ya párale. And a lot of you guys, look, script and conflict. Fuck that. You're in this energy. If you have I had a sibling, and I told them, I said, I'm on my spiritual journey and I'm not gonna let go of God. And they thought I was playing, guys. And she destroyed and ran everybody off. Almost 30 since 1984. Oh, my dad is up there, pero enojado. And then she wanted to say me. No, I told him, and I have proof. When I went, he sent me overseas, to learn things. And I'm never, guys, some of you guys have a fucking heart, un corazón grandísimo. And the least people that you expect for them to hurt you were the ones that you were helping them. And then imagine God comes to you and he says, like, yo, Jesus. And they laughed in my face. And and it hurt. Like, yo, why? I felt like there was something wrong with me. Like, I've never felt like that. Yeah, I wasn't the fucking perfect. Yeah, I wasn't, I was in the streets, but I lived. Yo, eso no, yeah. And for them to be like that, like, I don't know. But they didn't want me to leave what I was making for them. And then it would have been going on because yo, it was helping. It was the clients that I knew. But they're telling me, check. If you want to check a person, give them money and power and see how they act. Yo, my sister has some big ass chichis. Y así andaba ordering this. Yo, like it was crazy. A Jezebel spirit. And then along my ex, they looked like two dykes, like no shit, no fucking acá, muy chingonas. And I had to pull away, guys. Look, be careful in making decisions with your finances. Choices. And some of you guys, I feel like this is for your ex. This is somebody that gambled on you. They thought like they could be you. Like, yo, this person, like I told them, if I told you how it all happened, like I had a friend that was my supervisor. And then for him to tell me one day, I was like, hey, I don't need you no more. Like my dad had already, I was trying to heal. Let me get back in the field. And this motherfucker tells me some shit. They don't need me and this ex, no. You ain't the owner. Like he told me how I had my fucking business structured. Who's not gonna get hot? And even then, I have the texts where I'm like, bitch, because I knew how the enemy was gonna work. But my sister and my ex, ya estaban ahí, and that was a setup. But God will put it in play. He'll put. God is worried about your transformation. You let him handle the rest. You might be in this energy, and they're gonna do a smear campaign, but that's none of your business. That's none of your problems. They want you to be in this energy. A lot of them, like I'm telling you, like that person that came in, they're gonna get their karma. The one that told me, and I'm like, yo, and my kids are proof. I was like, yo, if you want to be with this dude, I don't have a problem. I'm not a jealous guy, and you know what? If we don't own anybody. But since I was moving on, and some of you guys, you want to move on, you want a divorce, you're dealing with somebody that's hard-headed, and be very careful when you exit this situation. A lot of guys and women have a lot of pride. Do it right. God will bless you. Because right now, especially in the past with 2020, with the COVID and everything, it was crazy. There's a lot of demonic shit. But even now, the way you exit tells a lot. And a lot of you guys that are watching this, you're very blessed. You're very blessed. You're meant to, you're meant to be this guidance from you guys, and it has to do with nature. But don't let nobody charm you out. Oh, okay, this and that. You look, they're bothered because they're watching you move up, and then look, they're trying to communicate with you. But a lot of you guys, you're only, if God doesn't tell you to answer, you're not answering. Vámonos a la chingada. Let me get you this right here. This will be the last. It says manifesting deck. Let's see. Nobody owns man. Like some people don't understand. Like, yeah, like look, 111. If you guys are ready to move on, you don't even have to have somebody. And you want to heal. You want to work on yourself. You want peace. Some of our parents, they stayed in relationships that you don't see the love. And because some of you guys don't want to settle, they're mad. Oh, you can't get a divorce. What are people going to think? I don't give a fuck what people think. And you guys had that issue. There's too much tradition, but it's all machismo. And even the ladies, the women, how are you going to let your man go with another one? Let's do a a come to me spell. Why do you want a man that doesn't want you? He already went that way. Orale, vámonos. Now you could give him a chance. Don't you know? People do change, but when you have somebody and they're doing shit on witchcraft, like on my case, look, spiritual strength and transformation. Look at this. Like I'm gonna tell you what I told other people. You could have kids, and they'll tell you, "Hi, who's gonna love you or want you with 2 or 3 kids, 4 kids?" Yo, God has somebody for you, and will treat them better. Will be there. Or even if you're a man, even for some of you guys, a woman or man, but they're saying strictly for men, you could be dealing with somebody that turn your kids around, and then they're mad because the other person that you're with, their kids, they see the affection that you give them. Maybe you're a woman and you're seeing this new guy gives them affection, and then they're mad. Your old man is mad. Your family's mad, but they don't remember how your ex treated not even them bad. I heard. And then you find somebody and he's good. And yo, like even with my ex, I said, look, all I ask you is make sure you find a guy. Like, don't give him the cookies. Make sure that he's good for the kids. If he's good with the kids, fuck, give him all the fucking ass you want. Why is that important? Why, if you're a man watching this, why is that important? If it's a good man and he's gonna love your kids, that's another father figure. But if he's a piece of shit, why even you as a lady, why would you want this guy? Yo, give him the cookies if he's good for your kids. That's like a fucking reward, you know? And then with all this pedophile bullshit, vámonos a la chingada. Look, infusing intent, using crystals to amplify intentions and help to focus your energy. I magnify. So some of you guys, it says, I magnify my soul power. And this is your spiritual strength right here. Look, I forgot to read it. It says, let spirit guide you through any challenges along the way. I conquer obstacles. And then this card fell over here. Some of you guys, look, you feel like this. You're like, fuck, I've been through so much. Baby girl, I know, I've been there too. It says, see yourself as part of a sacred web, giving yourself to your dream. I collaborate with spirit. Mhm. And then allow spirit to take away doubts, fears, and attachments. I change my life with ease. And look, this is perfect right here. You see the water right here? Mira el agua calmado. I smile because I like it. Like you guys, I love my journey. My spiritual journey hasn't been easy. It's been fucking crazy, but I love it. It says, honor your transformation while being open to others on the path. Together we make magic. And guys, a lot of you guys, you could be wanting like friendships and all that. And like I spend, this is like kind of like me. I go in and out of like the spiritual realm, and then down here you learn. This is a gift you're gonna learn, and you're meant to help people. A lot of your people, they don't know what they're doing towards you. They just hate that you're moving on, but they're pushing you and pushing you, and they did things that some of you guys forgave. But how could you go back? How do you go back to somebody that hurt you when your intentions were not even, yo, like on my end, I wasn't gonna be here, and then I'm setting them up with life insurance so they could be set. No manches. And then they want to fuck you over like that. Like God was like, no, you're gonna live to tell, so these people learn a lesson. Todavía I was gonna fucking leave them with the life insurance. Y acá yo. And God said no. And they did dirty like that, yo. And that's to show you, like, you could be a good person. But why? I'm here. Be a good person to who? To a person that doesn't love you back. Like, yo, you're gonna learn on this journey when you put God first, and then you put yourself first at second, and then you put yourself third. And you're going to find somebody like that. You're going to find somebody that's going to be like that. And you're going to be able to see the difference. You don't have to worry about if they're going out there, doing other things. They love themselves. They're not going to be insecure. Where were you at? What were you doing? Let me see this. Let me see that. Oh, la chingada with that. You're going to be able to match their energy. Babe, do we go here and there? Yeah. Órale. Vámonos. That's what I'm hearing. Don't you want that? Like some of you guys, like, evolving process. Know that you will find all the pieces you need as you go along. Embrace the uncertainty. And see, you're going down. What you don't understand, and you're wondering why are you getting so much hate? The enemy uses the ones closest to you, so it hurts. That's why don't judge them. Just stay away from them, because fuck, it hurts. But this journey, I already. Oh, here it goes. Look, you see that ancient right there? This is like you have an ancient soul. There's something within you that even when you look at yourself in the mirror, don't lie, bitch, because for a lot of you guys, I tell you, stand naked. And why do I say that? There's two reasons that I'm picking up. One, the more that you're comfortable in your skin, remember, the more comfortable. Why should you hate yourself? Hi, Infinite, plus I had 3 kids. So you picked that bodysuit. That's number 2. You picked it. So you picked it when you were born, like you knew, oh, okay, by the time I get here, and then what? You got extra points if you want to change it. You could change it at your will. But remember, you picked the bodysuit. So wherever you're at with your body, look in the mirror and like, yo, I look good. Pick una chichi, pinches nalgotas acá. Smell good. Feel good. Your energies, the perfect person is gonna be for you. He's gonna go down right there downtown. You're gonna be. I didn't shave. I didn't give it a trim. He's not gonna care. I don't care, mija. And until he's like with the fucking hair right there, and you might be squirting everywhere. Nasty as you want to be. He's like, mija, I can't get it up, pero I'm gonna eat your ass. And I don't care if it gets up or not here. Orale. And it's his turn. Because you remember from my ladies, yeah, you be right there fucking choking on it. Your fucking jaw was, I imagine, I don't know how it is, but my chick used to complain. I can't fuck. All right, let me stick it in. Que cabrones, we were fuckers, huh? We're like, all right. But I'm hearing it now it's your turn. You're like, no. Let me grab your ears. And he's like, what's wrong with it? And you're just gonna grab them and wait. Make sure it smells good. Fucking taco sounds like a motherfucker. For my guys, también put a little cologne, bitch. Closer to your butt crack, bitch. So that way, and make sure you don't have the fucking toilet paper right there. I don't know who I'm channeling for. You're like, fuck, for reals? Yeah. Well, she's down there, bro, and imagine, right, ladies? You're down there fucking already in sync with the music and his breathing. His balls are pumping, and you're like, ha, ha, ha. And then you fucking get a fucking little ball of fucking toilet paper. A la chingada, he ain't getting shit. Right? For my fellas, like, yo, no bullshit. Every time I'm gonna fucking get laid, I get to the house and they're like, what are you doing? I gotta take a fucking shower. I like to be clean. So if I have a night out, like when we're out and about and we come home, I'm like, fuck that. And the chinga. Extra care right there, because shit, I want her licking my nuts big time. If you know, you know. Little bit of fucking that suave, what's that, blue Chanel? Shit, right? What's going down, Black Lion? Thank you. Toilet paper, no manches. Look, it says, heavenly embrace. You will never lose your way, for all paths will lead you back home. My angels guide me. Look. And then look, a lot of you guys, when you're leaving this thing behind, like Don't get mad at them. They're gonna be, we're not gonna give you this. Like, yo, I have equipment and it's fucking crazy, but my mom be like, it's okay that your brother use it. It's not okay. And the reason I'm telling you guys, because it's disrespectful, this other fucker acá anda en chinga, pero not even giving me shit like a rental, but it's my shit. But when you have a parental figure that enables, what do you do? And I ain't gonna fall for that shit. I'm peace. God is handling that shit. And my priest, he's fucking funny as fuck. He's like, mijo, no, hombre, déjalos. Some of you guys, you're gonna be blessed for not interacting because they'll be trying to push your buttons. And look, the power to attract. This is you jumping off. This is almost like the Fool card. And it says, when you connect to spirit, all you need is drawn to you. I keep myself in the flow. Imagine if I go and argue. For what? They're grown ass fucking people. They know. But some of you guys, look, 1, 2, 3. They're mad because I'm not going back. How am I gonna go and help them with the business that they betrayed me on? Get the fuck out of here. I choose God. Fuck that. And look, the treasure within. Connect to your authentic self and let your unique heart lead you. I stay true to my values. And guys, you're gonna be, I don't know who this is for, but for all of you guys that are watching this, even Fox, if you tap in, if you're my Fox, if you tap into what you have inside, you would have more blessings. Because a lot of you guys, look, the rhythm of life, feel manifestation as a sacred dance with the universe. I move in time of spirit. You're in this energy. Why, look, they're over there in a maze and you're walking on top. So I'm picking up on guys. You guys can make shit look so easy. And that's why they hate you. They fucking hate you. And this is your answer right here. Look, you've been asking for it. Why? Because you're having fun. Remember, I'm going to close it out with this. Remember, yeah, I already did all of them. Remember this last, and this is for me because it's going to help you with this transformation and the spiritual. Whatever you do, guard your heart, guard your creativity, but don't take nothing personal. Whatever you have, like it's taken me 6 years. Like I said, my dad passed away today, like early in the morning. And it was hard. It was hard to see him go by. Took his last breath. I was holding him. And the last thing was like, ten cuidado con estas cabronas. I'm just kidding. He would have told me that, but that was the first time that I heard him really say that he loved me before he died. And he didn't want to die, guys. It was crazy. It was hard. If you went through that and you experienced that and people didn't really honor you, maybe you had a good connection with a person that passed away and they took advantage of you at that time. Just know you don't have to seek revenge. You have a greater blessing. It was, for a parental figure to turn everybody against you, like I didn't do nothing to my old lady, and I love my mom. But it's a spiritual war, guys. And especially when you get scapegoated or you get you find out that shit, like a mother's supposed to protect you no matter what age you are. Young, some of us, we didn't have that support as a young kid, even from little. Some of you guys, you had they were supposed to protect you. Like they could have did something to you, and instead of them, they sweep that under the rug. And then it happens again in your teenage years, and then again in your adult life. And then again, like you would expect support from your parents. If you want a divorce, you're not happy, something you're like, yo, ya no aguanto con esto. And then they take the other side, watch you and allow them to leave you homeless. Let them take everything. Like, guys, for some of you guys, like my kids that are older now, they're like, that shit hurt. They saw everything. That's why it's better for you to wait. And I told her, I said, Best, look what you guys caused. Oh, my sisters and everything, they're over there good and happy. You know who says that? Oh, yeah, my tia and them are all happy. But they destroyed us. So some of you guys might experience that. You're grieving. You had people that meddled into your relationship. Or maybe you're the child and you saw that happen. But I could tell you what, like, and they'll justify it. I didn't tell you to marry them. I didn't tell you to be andando allá de puto, she told me earlier, the other day. Yo no te dije que anduvieras de puto, but I didn't tell you to be betraying me. You're supposed to protect me. But I still love, look, and I know what I came here to do. And the reason I share that, guys, because I knew it was going to hurt. I just didn't know it would hurt that way. And now I know, because God said, how else would you be able to tell people or show them how I helped you? And I'm laughing because I was like, yo, it didn't have to be this mean. And I have that relationship. He's like, Mijo, how would you're gonna be able to help people nomás by saying it? No, you had to experience it, and then you're gonna be like, yo, I went through this. When you have that connection, like God, because He'll never leave you, but He's not gonna do it for you. He's walking next to you and He's building you up, and then He's allowing you to trust. Like, I got something better for you, but you're not connecting. You're in your emotions, so I'll be like, damn. Well, you should. I told him, you should have let me hit it one more time. He, no, yeah, you wouldn't have made it out the house. So, yeah, don't take it personal, guys. Look, it says, path beyond, release what no longer serves you and step into the unknown. Yes, guys. Thank you. I never trusted a person that doesn't take accountability. No, you can't. It's hard, man. It's like, that's why you look, honesty is always best. Take accountability. I'm going to give you guys this advice, and this is something that I learned on this journey. Don't trust a person when if let's say, like, if you're a person that doesn't tolerate cheating, don't accept it. Don't give another chance. See, when I did that, I had to admit it. I was like, yeah, but here's the kicker. I said, you know what, mejor, I fuck up. I take accountability. And you know what that meant? I had to make sure my kids and her were right, secure and everything. A lot of people would want to throw it. I don't care. You do whatever you want. No, I had to do what was right. So yeah, I was going to buy another house. Orale, paid off. But she was mad because I was putting it in my kids' name. But I was leaving a business that I was going to still help as a sales guy because they were my clients. But what I'm trying to say is, don't do it. And I had to learn the hard way. And this is what God taught me. Because when I said, pues let's go ahead and, because we're not going to be happy. And she says, what would you do if I did that? And I said, we wouldn't even be discussing it. It's over. And I had those feelings before. And God said, this is what I wanted to show you. This is why when she said it was okay and this and that, there was the plot to fuck me over. Because she knew. And then where I was heading with this kind of stuff, my psychic things were coming, like, yo, it was crazy. It was going to be revealed. And she knew I wasn't going to handle that. Why would you ask a question? And then when, in the past, when I thought my kids were there, I don't know, God is telling me to say it. Like I said, hey, and this is a person that her family comes from Christianity. But yet her grandma did this and they hid it. They didn't honor their ancestors. Why I'm sharing this story? Because even with my kids, when I was telling her, I was picking up on these things. And I said, hey, man, are you sure you didn't fuck around with this and this and that? No, put it on the Bible. My kids were like, why won't you put it on the Bible, Ma, if it's not true? They were little. And God was like, no, chill. And it just went on. But look, As I was talking to you, I didn't even see it. Don't do it. It's gonna hurt you. If your principles are that's it, learn to let go, because you're not gonna happy, and then the person's not gonna be happy. And you're gonna hurt yourself. Sometimes second chances is not good. And then the other person, you got to make them stand on it. Like I wasn't hurt. Like I hurt her and I was hurt, but at the same time, not to be revengeful. No, we don't own anybody, and I teach my kids that. And some of you guys, look, balance effort with trust and intention with surrender. I make my dreams real, and this is you, like, yo. So yeah, for the ones that some of you guys, if and tell them, you know what, this is my standard. And when you meet a new person, tell them, look, this is what I don't tolerate, and stand on it. And you'll see that you'll pass this test, because yo, it hurt me. Yo, I would have been dead. The way they set me up, like, and I say that as a testimony. There's no slander or nothing. This is my page, and I'm here to help you guys. I'm not here, oh, let me throw it out here. They're coming over here on my page, and they know what they did to you guys. I don't have no, it's mine. I don't even, I wish them well, and I had to lose it all to still serve God. And I'm happy. Look, this is gonna be you, and this is me in spirit. And just know you'll be okay. Love is all we need. I've learned so much, like, to love myself. Yo, I some of you guys, we didn't, and I say we didn't have love as a child. And we might have got in relationships thinking that to fill a void. And then even as an adult, but you have to understand, what I've learned is our parents didn't know. They learned what they learned from their parents. But that shit was gacho. If you know Spanish, that was fucked up. Because some of you guys, even like me, like, yo, we still want love. We know what a hug is. We know what loyalty is. Like, yo, like, I would take a bullet for my family, even my brothers, and they know. Not no more though. Shit, they better go to God, because some of you guys, you're gonna drop a lot of burdens that are not even necessary, and you're gonna start to look. You're gonna start to live your life better. Like, whatever was holding you back in love, and it's gonna hurt them. I say that all the time. Yeah, people haven't honored me, but God will always do. And watch how your blessings come in. That person that you might let another person come in, but some of you guys, the reason that people don't come back, or they're intimidated, because they know the truth, but they don't know how much you know, and you're keeping it quiet. I'm the kind of person, come on in, and I'll let them in. I don't have a problem. Sometimes I just play dumb, and I'll be like, all right. And you could tell how, you could tell. Like I said earlier, guys, for some of you guys, I've always learned, like, I'll go back if I hurt somebody and I find out later, hey, this happened. I'm the kind of person that if I see you, I'll come back. ¿Sabes qué? You know what? Man, I like men that were friends of mine. And then, we just fell off. Come to find out later on, it was somebody that was talking shit, or, kind of saying some things that I didn't say. So I went, I say, hey, por este cabrón, we fell off. But if I offended you or this and that, aquí está. And it takes a lot of integrity to do that. So even with this other woman that, maybe I felt, since I hadn't interacted with this person, and I told her, and I could see the frustration when I ran into her. And I said, you probably feel like I took advantage of you, like the years we lost. And she's like, yeah, you could tell. And I was like, no, it wasn't that. I was going through a lot. And you know it. She knew what I was going through. And then she was dealing with her stuff. And I said, how could I put you through this? Yo, man, I was homeless, que te iba a dar? And then I had to fucking go to, jail and stuff like that. I couldn't put her through that. And then you didn't call, so then it's like this, but I don't have hurt towards you. I said, you were supposed to leave your dude. But she didn't, and in reality, I think it was good. So some of you guys might be in that position where you need to open up and say, you know what, you kind of hurt me there, but I forgive and I let go. And I was 100. Always stay 100. The people that are that are talking shit about you guys, if you're dealing with people that betrayed you and then they don't want the word to come out that everything they said that was false, don't even fight it. You're gonna display it where God puts you, and you're gonna start to progress. You're gonna change. You're gonna look different. You don't even have to defend yourself. You know, people look. You're gonna see what God is doing with you. Fruits of your labor is what I keep hearing. And people, they could be in another relationship that you ain't gonna want them. They might come back to you and say, "Hey, no, you already went down the street, 2 or 3 people. No, stay your ass over there." And that's what's hurting them. Book The Little Angel. Great book. Explain trauma. Cops dig. Yeah, some of you guys, when you get to know you do your healing, you're gonna see the miracles that come. Because a lot of people won't do it. They won't do it. All right, guys, I'm gonna, oh my God, thank you for the 20. Thank you for the 20 in green, Miss Green, 4115. Thank you so much. I'm gonna do, I think, the water signs in a minute. But this one was this one was energy to release. Some of you guys, cheating is I learned my lesson. I'm gonna tell you what, because a lot of people, like my mom, will throw it in my face. Well, I learned. So on my spiritual path, like, even if somebody cheated on me, I wouldn't even take it personal. Okay, but we cut it here, vámonos. And this is what you're gonna learn. You're gonna allow people to do whatever they want, but you're not gonna be hurt. Like, no. And you're gonna be upfront. Do you want to just smash or not? You're gonna be in this energy, and you're gonna treat your energy so different. You're gonna know, because it's your creativity, it's your where you attract. You're gonna look different, you're gonna think different, your practices are gonna you're gonna cállate la boca. So you're gonna be very selective, but you're gonna be very blessed, guys. Very blessed. And if you went through this pain, like, I had to let it go. I had to tell you guys that if you went through a death, or let it go, they're happier. Who is the book by? New Hold. I realized the lessons were for me to teach that I've learned. Airbnb. I plan to move back. Thank you. I love you guys. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in a few. Thank you for the donations, for your love, for your chat, for the likes. And what do you guys want? Water signs? Who's ready? Water? That's bigger than relationship. Release past lives. People forgive. Yeah, okie dokie. I like that, okie dokie. I haven't heard that in a while. Okay, we got the air signs. We got 2 air that we said, and then we'll do water. Matthew Boiler, Cancer. Man, I'm behind on you guys, huh? Earth and air. Scorpio. Maybe I'll do I'll do connections, talent. Scorpio and Pisces. Infinite, come visit. Where you at? Visit. Take a chance with me, Virgo, Libra. Please and thanks. Okay. Pisces or what? Julie. Yes, I was the teacher this time. And I would do. Gemini in the house. Gemini, you're crazy. Tina, you're crazy. But look, chingo de dinero. You're like, bitch, I'm high class. Let's get down to business. Gemini. Right? Wherever. Wait, wherever. Wherever. This is what flew out. Who was this for? This was Darla. Darla, you want to heal, but you're like, shit, wherever you want to meet, infinite, fuck. Let me check you out. Let me see how big your pecker is, huh? Look. Let me watch. Let me see. Look, it says right here, there is more than meets the eye. Be careful with whom you deal. Your finances, you're like, Darla, you're like, let me see if that qualifies for me. I might have a little dick, and you're like, wait, let me see. Let me see, ¿te lo peinas o no te lo peinas? Darla. Right. I always have a clear conscience when I sleep. Do you? Who is that? Lakey? Gang. Sleep naked next time. Yes, look, like nature. Yeah, look, somebody's coming up the stairs, but yeah, naked or in white clothes, you know? He wants it baldy ass. Why not? Look, you might, darling, you're like, but let me see how big it is. You ain't gonna touch it, not even the tip. You're like, darling, like, no, let me check it. And then if it meets your expectations, you're like, all right, let me get to it. Maybe all natural, Darla, right? Darla, you like it, but it says right here, you might need adjustments, infinite. It's 5 degrees, sleep naked. No way. No, but you need to have somebody like me. Look, let me check and see if it's that cold. Look, just do it. My God, you know what this means? If you look, you give good, being your head. That's what I heard. And you might be procrastinating on doing that with somebody. It says, just do it. No, look. That one. I bet, let me look. You're like, because I want you to be my mentor. Look, somebody wants you to mentor them, or you want to mentor somebody. Infinite looks like a lot, like a. Where are you? In the mountain? That's me, procrastinating. You're holding this, and then you're like, I'm ready. Doesn't it look like masturbation, like at a glance? Infinite, I'm so ready. I didn't wear my underwears and I shaved. Oh my God, look at you. Hi. Just a tip, just a little bit. I don't want you to damage me. Yeah, fuck you. You're like, yeah, very clever fucker. With style. Leave, silent. Let's see. Right? Let's see what else. I don't have my other cards. Oh, you know what? Let me see. Somebody's feeling lonely. Let me do a couple for some of you guys. This is for Cheapy. You want me to throw a couple of cards for you? Dice, okay. So we got Lakey. I do, but my head game. Oh my God, it's not the everyday thing. Really? Oh my God, hold on. Okay, you already make it look. I want out. You're ready. Like you're like, man, you're saying that. Your brain might be saying, or you're saying that, but your brain is like, no, I want it. I want it. Look, the heat between us is intense. It could be very intense. Like you could be one that squeezes and you're like holding it like, bitch, look me in the eye and you're fucking hitting him. And he's like, ah. Mhm. And you're like, I wish I could be different, Infinite, but I like it when I slap it on here. You probably bite the shit out of it and you scare him. Like, bitch, I had a girlfriend like that, man. She would bite my fucking like, yo. And then after Lorena Bobbitt, and she fucking would play with it like that. Fucking good. Hasta. Let me see who else. Leo Sun, Rising, Virgo Moon. Okay, dangerous with that Virgo Moon. It gotta be clean, Infinite. It's gotta be clean. Where's the wipies? I heard like, get the wipies. You better get the wipies. Look, look. I can't. Guys, Chippy, this is Chippy right there. Chippy Pixie. Me and Kago gang for reals, huh? You're like, bitch, you're gonna last. I don't know what that is. You might have to poke him in the ass, bitch. Squeeze. Be careful. His hand might go in. Bitch, I thought you didn't do that. I don't know. And when I was in jail, that kind of shit. Be careful. Look, I don't, I don't understand. He goes, did you make it to the knuckle? A ver, miedo, le dio miedo, ¿verdad? It says, I can't talk to you right now. So some of you guys, you have somebody that they could be with somebody else. And they could be telling you, I can't talk to you. They have desires for you. Look, it came out again. Look. And this person really can't stop thinking about you. This is probably, look. Oh, I can't do this right now. Look, this came out. That person has somebody else for sure. So you guys, whoever that record, I can't do it. It says, I bite the belly and then the booty. Ooh. See? I can't make a decision. Some of the guys in here like, oh my God, what about me? What's up? Send me your fucking GPS coordinates. Look. It says, I can't make a decision. Will this ever change? Because you're going to be teasing us. You're going to be teasing me or somebody in this chart, right? Take a ticket, get in line. Oh my Lord. Look, it hurts so much. Take it easy. Some of you guys have something coming like that. Look, you can't stop thinking about this person. Maybe you could have been the one. Ladies are in here like, I just put a little bit in, and then you were celibate. You're like thinking, nah, Infinite has a little dick, you know? And it could be a little turtle, one of those pop outs, you know? Starts rubbing right there. While you get that little bite on the neck, and then all of a sudden, ay, espérate. And you start speaking Spanish. Hi, papi chulo, hold on. Hi. I don't want to be alone. For some of you guys, you have somebody that's going to come back. Or you're thinking about a certain person. Don't treat me the way you do. I don't deserve it. That's a damn lie. You know, some of you guys like it rough. Don't talk to me that way. And then you're like, bitch, you better not stop. And you have him by the neck now. I'm coming. You better not. Pass. You hold his neck. Oh. The passion I feel is overwhelming. I don't know how to handle this. So for my ladies, you have somebody that's like, oh my God, they're dangerous. You could have left scratch marks back here. Maybe you pulled on his hair and fucking bald spot there. Pinchy faggot. You should have fucking know how to hit it. He should have been breathing right. But some of you guys, yeah, booty marks. I mean, scratches on his back over here. You're like, you better not move. And you hadn't come in a while. So this could be you. No, he's scared. I don't know if I can handle it. Call Infinite. I can't do this. And he's calling it. Yeah. What is the truth? It said, it is all too much. See, because for some of you guys, it does hurt so much. And this person's like, because some of you ladies, look, I cry at night, and this person says, I'm the man. So for a lot of you guys, you didn't have somebody come back and they're hurt. This person could have came in here like King Dingling. I'm the fucking man and this and that. I want to be different. And this person that turned you off, you were like, yo, you talked all this shit. That's why my little dick is this little. But for some of you guys, this person is crying. They're like, oh my God, they miss you. Whoever they went towards, they don't even do it like you. Mhm. They don't do it like you. I am I am stuck in visions of us together. What did I say? And for a lot of you guys, if this person told you, "Hi, collective, I don't think I make you happy," they monkey branched, man or woman. They said they monkey branched. I don't think I could, I can make you happy, but they're stuck. They're stuck. They're thinking about you guys, and they're like, "Fuck, I'm stuck in visions of us." This person cries. You might have changed your number. Yeah, look, I want to be different. For some of you guys, I want to be different. And this person could have been, I'm the man, and then you turn around and you're like, whoa, this could be somebody that was DL. It says, I don't want to be alone. Some of you guys don't say that to any men. Why can't I move from you? And they're stuck on you. This person, they don't want to be alone. This is a male figure. Why is it that you love me? This is a person that could have told you that. That's a fucking red flag. My ladies, you guys use it all the time, right? Why do you love me? And I have to be because of the chichis, all these chichis right there, and because of it, turn around and pass because of this finance. But then you have guys, oh, it's because I love you. You're so beautiful. Bitch, get over here and choke on it. And you have somebody that could have came in like, you're so beautiful and gentle and kind. You're thinking of the other fucker that's tearing your ass up. Fucking pulling your hair and everything. And then you have a guy, this other guy. I'm the man because I'm a gentleman. I don't fuck on the first night. You know what? Mija, I give you this rose. Shit, Infinite, can you come over? Fuck this, puto. I hate that question so much, right? Like, fuck. Like, you want somebody to make you cry at night where he's fucking on you, like, fucking chinga, throw it all in your face, too. Like, turn around, turn around. And you're like, that you want somebody. That's what I'm picking up. First night, every night, you're like, fuck. You're not even home. You're like, pull it out. What do you mean? And then the reaction he gives you when you're driving home and like you going to grab him, and he'd be like, what are you doing? Imagine that. I'm picking up. Some of you guys this could have been somebody said, I'm the man. And then you go over there to give him roadhead. And he's like, hi, what are you doing? Ooh, mas puto. Yeah, but that could have been a turnoff. But some of you guys, you want somebody that makes you cry at night, but the good cry, the one that you're like, it slipped into the other side, but keep going, baby. Right? Something like that. Yes. Fart. For spending one pleasure, one for, yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know who I am anymore. And you could be going crazy. I feel like you're going to meet somebody, guys. And this person's like, I don't even know who I am. But Infinite, I gotta suck on your balls, and that smells good. That's why I always tell my fellas when I'm coaching, like, bitch, you better fucking take a shower, fucking some nice cologne. Not that fucking Walmart shit, bitch. Go to the, con el indio down the street. I wish I could be a different person. Look, I don't know where to start. So this person's coming back, and you might have, this person, like, if you gave it up to them, they started acting too clingy. This love is crazy. And you're crying at, you're like, fuck, if you only knew, you have your little other one. I want to be different, Infinite. I don't want to have the machete and then the one that just, he pays my bills, but he can't work it. Pero acá, I have to pay el machete, So the money goes like this. Pero he gives it to me good. Hasta el chiquito, ay. You're right there, like, if you only knew. And then some of you guys are dealing with a weirdo. He's like, I want to watch. And you're right there, and he's fucking like watching, like on fucking with his eyes like this, like, bitch, you want to suck his dick too? Hi. Be careful who you're dealing with. Because look, I want to be different. Bitch. I want to be the maybe you know for my ladies you're gonna be ramming his ass. Look, I'm afraid to lose you. Andale. Mhm. The feelings are eating me alive. Machete. Then brush your tongue. Right? Some of you guys, well, screw it. Guys, I can't take it anymore. I wish that you guys could send me like some pictures or something. Look, I can't take it anymore. Because then we're talking, this is y'all's energy. I'm picking up on your energy. I'm scared of rejection. Infinite, I'll do anything. Or they're collective, anything. Ladies, don't be in this energy. But for some of you guys, you have somebody like this. I'm scared of rejection. Don't put don't put up with my BS. Oh my God. For some of you guys, like this is y'all. Y'all just want to be going. You want somebody else. Hi, you're the man. Look, and you can't express yourself. Hi, you could do better than me. And the guy's like, what? Yes. And you, if you're smart, like you don't want this guy here. Some of you guys, hi, Juanita over there, or Lupita. She says she like you. But I love you. I want you, and collective. But no, you're the man, and you're like, fuck, this is a pulga. No, not even his deep pockets work. It's like fucking up your energy. You're like, fuck, you might even cry at night, like, fuck, infinite. This fucker won't leave me alone. I can't even break up with this simp. Look, I can't express myself. And then you're like, I am blocked. Fuck. Some of you guys, if you're this person, you pissed them off that he blocked you, and you're like, fuck, vámonos. Will this ever change? This, if I will this pain ever stop? Now, this, guys, this is something new. This is for some of you guys. You're loving this pain, but it's too big. Look, it's too big. Is it over? Like, did you come already? You can't even come. It's like, hi, wait, it's almost hitting you like this. You're like, fuck, and you're like, you guys could be like small, and this person could be, I don't know, but I'm picking, is it over? For some of you guys, you could be with the, like I said, this one that I'm the man. He can listen. You're like probably fucking watching TV, and yeah, he's in chinga, and he's over here. Infinite said to breathe like this, and you're like, fuck, is it over yet? And this fucker's crying at night. He can't believe you told him, like, yo, that was my belly button, bitch. I didn't even make it in. So you're still celibate, bitch. You deserve better. This fucker, is it over? You're like, fuck. You made this person cry, like, yo, this person talked a lot of shit. Look, they have hurt me. And this, you might be telling them practice with your hand or something. This person, there's a person that is telling you, you hurt me. I was hurt by you. It says, I don't want to be who I used to be. You deserve better. If you told this guy, oh my God. All right, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. This is getting kind of horny in here. I'm 5'1" and he's 5'9". Does he carry you at least, like, put you up against the wall and be able to hold you, like, your leg here and just and look you in the eyes and be like, bitch, what we having for dinner later? You, baby. Like that. Does he do that to you? And you're like holding and biting his neck, whisper in my ear, I want you for dinner. This could be a lunch date, Ay, throw me on the bed, but he's carrying you around like, orale, pinche columpio. Yeah, 5'3", he's 6'1". Fuck. No. You're like a baby doll. I mean, is he picking you guys up like that, where he has one leg here and you're holding on? Of course. Okay, there you go. Look, I'm the man. Why do I feel this way, Infinite? I feel so dirty. I feel like a whore. Well, you need to. The guy's pulling that energy. He's on point. Is it not true? Is it not true? I'm picking up energy. Fuck yeah. I'm scared of rejection. Some of you guys, yeah. Uh-huh. I feel a lot of that energy, sexual energy. 6'1", skinny with machete. Ándale. See? Nasty. Some of you guys are nasty. You're like, infinite. The way I throw my butt in there, you're like, oh. And you look back like, I haven't done it in a long time. Put the machete very slow. And you even go like this, or it's barely going in, and it's like, and then you release like, bitch, you lying like a motherfucker. But it makes them feel good, and you too, you're like, I haven't done it in so long. Knowing damn well it was just the other way con el otro. No mames. And he's thinking he's the shit. Look, the passion I feel is overwhelming. I don't know how to handle this. And you might be thinking that, like, infinite. I want it all the time. Look, I long for your kiss. If I was, some of you guys could be in your bikini. Some of you guys you're like holding yourself like, infinite, stop it, infinite. How the little, I'm telling you, this is what I'm picking up. Look, it hurts so much, and then you're happy, like, yo, this person was on infinite, breathing technique, nervous system. He's, where it's like, and then thrusting a little bit like this, like the other fucker was like seeing chinga, and you're like, it's over. Like, no, this one's taking his time, and you're like, whoa, like you could feel it going, and then a bite here, and then, and you could feel the breathing. You're like, hey, wait. You could be like, oh my God, it hurts so much. I don't want to be alone. Hey, look, I don't want to be alone. The passion, you're like, I need you here. But it hurts so much. And then with the passion, it's too much. Why can't I move on from you? Como chingados, he's doing it to you like so slow. And he's like, and he could have a belly. Some of you guys, this person has a belly, and it could be sweaty. This fucker could be like hairy. Pinchy Sasquatch, but the way he's moving it in there, you're like, fuck. You're pulling his fucking hairs in his back and everything. He's like, pinchy Sasquatch, and you don't give a fuck. The hairier, the better, I heard, for some of you guys. Not all of you guys, but for some of you guys. And then you could be asking yourself, like, you don't want to tell somebody that your person's hairy. Like, motherfucker, he gets up, pinche, looks like a fucking Sasquatch. And then he turns around and it's like, fuck, acá. You're like, fuck. And you're like, thinking to yourself, like, why? Why can't I move on from you? And like, yo, I had a chick like that, and she would get mad, and me agarraba el fierro, and again. All right, vámonos. I'm stuck in visions of us together, and you could be, yo, he could be, or you could be putting it on him. And like, I can't express myself. I feel like you couldn't express yourself, but you are with this new person. And you might tell them at first, I can't promise you anything. And it's because for some of you guys, you've been hurt. And you're like, you could be like me. And you're like, I'm fucking dangerous. And they're like, what do you mean? For some of you guys, I'm just channeling. I'm dangerous. You're gonna get addicted to this pinche gatita, the little cat. And they're like, fuck that. And they think that they're gonna stigmatize you, but no, it's the other way around. And you know it because the way you look at them, and you're trying not to look at them like, oh my God, brush his teeth or something, but you're trying to not look because you know they'll get addicted to you. And then if it ain't that good, you're like, fuck that. But for a lot of you guys, look, you might tell somebody, I don't know, I can't promise anything. And I'm hearing this is you're honest. With you being honest to a person, you won't create karma. You're gonna be like, look, I can't promise you anything. I want to test drive it. If this is a guy and you're telling this to the guy, it's joto, get him out of here. I just heard it. Get him out of here. It's gonna hurt so much because he might look like a Kindle, but al rato he's gonna be fucking. No, you don't need that. No, for some of you guys, they said no. This person is telling you, I can't promise you anything. because he's acá. He might look good on the package. Use your intuition. It's getting hype in this shit. Yes. If I could go back in time, I would handle it different. See, some of you guys, you dealt with that. You dealt with somebody and you knew there was something weird. The way he looked at your brother or a cousin or just another friend of a friend, you know, joto los dos, vámonos a la chingada. Look, vámonos. Whose energy is that? Tanya, the sharpest rocks. My love is addiction. Yeah, like yo, you could have that energy. You could be very addictive, and then you smell good, you taste good. Like I felt that right now. Like mm, look, look, and you're like, I want to be different. But the way you test, you might, you know, you might take care of yourself real good, or you just naturally, yeah, naturally you give this aroma. Even your fucking farts smell good. I heard. Will you leave me like the others? You could be kind of like this. I don't know, Infinite. I don't know. I do want sex with you, Infinite, but will you leave me like the others? Because you could be, you know, like I said, that you're very addictive. And this person could be like, I could be like, shit, are you gonna leave me like the others? I don't know. There's something about you. You got me intrigued right now. Who is that? Chippy, what's wrong with you? You getting me a guy with your telepathic energy. Look, sex with you. You got me in this energy. Man, are you doing magic over here? Espérate, hold on. Emotions are overwhelming me. I'm feeling it. Some of you guys, you have that power. Look, I can't express myself. With that look that you have, and then naked looking back, something with you. Nice childhood trauma, my ass. Look, you are so different from everyone around me. So yeah, you could be different. You have this magnetic energy. I'm just that girl. I bet you are with that confidence. And you like it, you love it. You could be a little witch. And I like that too. Hombre, imagínate, little witch. You probably have this little I don't know. I just pictured like a little sexy guy energy. I don't know why. Look, lucky you. Like, yo, there's something lucky about you in amusement like this. Like, oh my God, and you could, the way you look, oh my, look at this. hmm It'll make some people go like, oh my, they just can't get enough of you. hmm But yeah, you have this lucky energy and look, maturity. But that looks like, baby, take me. Take me. You have that look. And then amusement for some of you, you're just exciting. You you are good at promotions. Apply different, take a chance. All right, guys, that's what I have for you. Only a little, yeah, a little. You little flirt, huh? Crazy as you could be dangerous. You could be one of the man. Imagine you would probably put handcuffs on me and be like, Infinite, just play along and shit. You would probably have like a sex slave right there. I have a dog girlfriend. His fucker is real though. I want to get out of here. You're my fucking slave, puto. Get it hard. I can't anymore. Chippy. Bitch, here you go, pinche blue pill. Pa que se te pare, puto. That's what I'm hearing. But, you know, you're like, fuck, dude, you know, I'm a blessing. You like Target. You might be dealing with those. I'll be like, fuck, dale gas. Slap that ass. But for some of you guys, yes, you can be dangerous. Look, I am innocent. We're just gonna smash one time and then you handcuff me. Olvídate, you have like a slave there. So something about scribing and conflict. That's why you have a lot of people that are jealous. You could be going around like even when you go shopping and you get a lot of jealousy, you might be dealing with somebody that could be jealous. On the swing. Ooh, cálmate, Tina. That's me, the glasses. Okay, okay. Yeah, look at this North Star. And then lucky you with this transformation. I'm telling you, there could be somebody that's bothered. They're like, man, they feel damaged because you're like, they don't have you know, what you gave them before. This transformation, this new you with the whip, Tina. Oh my God. Infinite. Tírame las cartas. I don't have the other cards. Es más, I don't have. Oh, hold on. Let me see. I have this. I haven't used this deck. With my whip. Yeah, the star, pinche stars. Look, generational healer. Somebody's exhausted. I bet. Who wants? Who tírame? Where's the tírame in my cards? Okay, Hosea. Hosea. Okay. What you want? What you want? 11:11. What you want? A ver. What is? How do I say it? Hosea. Ah, cabrón, mira lo que salió. Cutting ties. The number 6 could be significant. Some for Hosea. Look, you feel like there was with this argument. Something about you cutting ties. You could have been dealing with somebody that was just overbearing. Could have been fun at first. We have 6-6, but this, your kitty cat could be potent. Your juices or something. I don't know. But look, this person was in this energy. Where are you at? What are you doing? Who you with? And you're like, bitch, I'm taking a shit. No, you're not. I don't see you. This person could have even had a GPS on your shit. And with this empowerment, this person could have been jealous. You're moving. They know your energy. I'm feeling like if this is like your partner, this person argued. They could have been doing things behind your back, and there was projection. But you're cutting, or you're being told to cut ties. I don't know if you've done that already. You could feel like, but infinite. I might not have a machete later on, but you are. Some of you guys, you're gonna heal. Look, and it's a level up for some of you guys. You don't. There's another person coming for you, or you're gonna level up. Once you get this empowerment, like you do your shadow work, you're gonna look at life differently. Okay, and something about your family tree. This is something that you're breaking away from, like cutting ties. You're like I told you guys when I wanted a divorce, you could have been having your family, or oh, don't do this. There's something you're gonna break from this family tree, and you're meant to break it. No matter who gets fucking angry, they could kiss your fucking ass because they're gonna be set back. This could be even your family. There's like they know that you're the goat. That's what I heard. We have double six. So remember, portal 6 is coming up. And then we got another 6 right here. So 666 could be significant. Born on the 24th, they said the 15th or the 6th. And then you have 11. Okay. And then 23, the number 5. Hey, Cinco de Mayo. Something about Cinco de Mayo. Mm-hmm. And look, Cinco de Mayo for a lot of for you, Osea, this and for some of you guys that resonate with her, this something to do with Cinco de Mayo, okay? And it's something with the spirit realm. So if you do have anything that you're holding back, that you're dealing with, like I was talking about my father, the issues, talk it out. It'll help other people around you. The way you express it, the way you overcome it, you're gonna know. You're gonna be able to speak it, talk it, or anything that you had to leave behind that was very hurtful. It could be a divorce. It could be just separating, and how you overcame it. It's gonna be important that in the spirit world is really gonna support you because look of the loss and everything. It has to do with some manipulation, guys. This could be for all of you guys, but mainly for her. Look, and it has to do with this. And the way God is gonna send you there, it's gonna look like a pinche unicorn. But they want me to go back to this one. Be prepared for Cinco de Mayo, which is a portal, and that's 55. So that's changes. There's somebody that's not gonna be happy, but I guarantee you, Let them. It's your life. You came here to enjoy your life. As long as you're not setting somebody back or creating, that's why I tell you guys, the way you leave somebody is the way you get blessed. Look, good weather. 28 could be significant. That's a 10. So that's what I got for you. Dominique. That was for. Mhm. So yes, you got good. Thank you for the flower, Dominique. 10 wins. Yes. Look, Dominique, good health, and then your higher self for some. I don't know if you wanted to know that, but I was reading that, and then that scammer alert was trying to confuse. So before I said it, and these cards fell, you're gonna have somebody that's gonna be trying to shortstop your blessing, and it's up to you on how you handle it. This person is gonna come in, and I feel that they want me to tell you. I don't know if you asked for it, but because of this guy's scammer alert, it's gonna be very important that you respond in a loving way. Don't throw your energy in anger. Don't. There's gonna be somebody that's gonna be on your ass like this, like you see, trying to convince other people, and they don't want your spirit team or your ancestors. They want you to don't even respond because this person wants to feed off your energy, and you have good health. Your commitment to wellness is paying off. Keep choices that support you, like for your highest being, and you're gonna learn a karmic lesson not to help ungrateful people. I was gonna say different, but they said ungrateful. These are people that supposed to support you, help you, that you've lend a hand. And since you're leaving, it's not them, it's the entity that is against you moving forward. Mhm. See? And you're gonna overcome this. I don't know why I had to tell you this. Okay, I don't mean to intrude, but I forgot who it was for. Dominique, yeah, Dominique. Yes, you have look, your higher self. It says your higher self watches over you. Time it says a timeless aspect of your soul that knows the way. See how you're trying to move in a different way, and somebody's trying to ruin it for you. You got this apple, like you have a gift of giving, like love, joy, and blessings is what I'm getting from that. And look, in the city, like bitch, you're gonna like somebody doesn't want you to shine. And look, you got the connection, so they're trying to block your ability to communicate, but you're gonna overcome it with this 8. And this is somebody that's going to want to cause you painful memories, or you already have them and you're overcoming them. And then you're going to have somebody like this person that is going to want to stop you, kind of like shortstop your blessing, but they're not. You're going to overcome it. And look how I know, because look, if 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 this is the other way around, the person that got hurt is overcoming it, and there's somebody that's going to come in like this. They don't want people to know the painful memories that they caused you. Okay, see, they don't want you to communicate, so they could be like this guy. God sent me here. God didn't send you nowhere, but they don't want you to respond angry. Like, you could tell them, man, whatever. You pull your energy, you're going to be tested. Hold your energy. Look, even though it's a long road ahead, they want you to be in agreement with yourself. Like, yo, I'm not going to waste my energy peleando. Like, you're going to be in your place, and there's somebody coming to start shit at your place, which you have the right to do what you got to do. But the way you handle it, look, your angels, your ancestors, this person's going to get major karma. You might even call the law enforcement, and without even having to deal. This is a person that hurt you in the past. Like I said, it could go either way. You took the long road, and you still have this fucking person trying to fuck with you. Mhm. But look, you've already in an agreement. And I see this card like when I made an agreement with my spiritual journey, and they were pissed, and I'm not gonna. You think I'm gonna be disloyal to God? He was the only one that was there for me. You possibly went through it like, yo, I only have God, I only have spirit. and they're mad because you're moving on. It's not your fault. Sometimes, they what did the saying go where sometimes you don't know what you have until they lose you, you know? Jose. Okay, put on Pokemon cards. Huh? Okay. Anybody else? So yeah, Darla, you got it going on. That part. Okay. Indy, I have one more before I leave. Let's see. Who look, closure and karmic ties. Okay. So number 6 again. Remember we saw a lot of 6. Mhm. Thank you for the 10. Osea 11. Thank you so much. Closure, look, karmic ties, and and this is what they're stopping you. Hosea, look, you don't even need closure, guys. For some of you guys, this could be for you too. Hosea, thank you for the 10, and Darla or whoever's listening, you're meant. Look, there's a 10 right here. Look, 10, 10. And here's what it is. I feel like in the past, there was a person that didn't give you closure. They left you with so much, and it was on purpose, demonically, because you were just repeating, spinning wheels. They didn't have the courage to really tell you the truth. They had you in a loop, but could have been spell work, but it's a form. And you, you broke, or it has been hard. Like I can't even speak it to break this karmic tie. You are entangled with the karmic, like you were going back and forth. You didn't want this person, but they were doing something behind the scenes, but it was to keep you trapped. Now, here's how I interpret it, and this is how I was taught. Like God taught me is like to not get anger or resentment, because that's your ultimate goal, is to let go with love without resentment. It's going to be a little hard, which is good, as long as you talk to God like, help me to not have resentment. He sees you working through it. The reason I'm meant to tell you that, or all of you guys to hear it, is because that's how the enemy works. Don't look at the person, look at an entity, look at it from a higher perspective, and you'll see that it's easier to let go and forgive, because what they don't want you to see behind the door, they don't want to give you, they want to keep you trapped in this cycle, is because you have this golden opportunity, guys. And see, they keep you separated, thinking that you'll never make it. Well, a lot of people think like, man, I don't know if I can make it out here. And they'll create, with witchcraft, and it sucks. But this is the golden opportunity. Opportunity presents itself to you, one that is rare, aligned, and perfect timing. There's a great potential here. You will step forward and claim it. Will you? It says, will you? Guys, when you notice when we started to get to this message for Darla, we had Fox just jump in like that. That's a sign. That's why when you feel people come at you like this, always look at it. These are all signs that God puts into the field. Let me put it that way. Like on your journey, like, do you see how I react to that? I see it as a blessing. It doesn't hurt me, and it doesn't make sense, but it's meant to distract us, or distract you in that sense. Why? Because it didn't want you to get this card. It didn't want you to think about, oh my God. And then some of you guys are coming here to you want to get out the funk. I was there. I was there. And it'd be the same ones that don't want you to get the clarity. Why? Because the entities that's why I'm saying entities, they don't want you to get to this. Oh, this demonic. Well, you don't have a choice. Why? Why did it lead you to tarot? Because they were using it magically. But it's up to you if you want to fight back with candles. But my suggestion, and you could do whatever you want and go to God for the messages, there was a reason they were using it. You were led here. But now you look at it with a different heart. You don't look at it wickedness. Thank you for the piñata. And guess what? You have different intentions. Because like God, I wanted to find out, and you're learning because you're going to teach another person. But yes, behind the scenes, the closure, this person could be also tied with another karmic, and they're the person they left you for, they teamed up with you, or even the whole family. This is what behind, you think they're doing good, and they might be. Like I always tell people, I don't know what my ex is doing, and I don't care. It's none of my business. I care about my kids, but I'm more on my journey. Wherever God wants me to look, I'm gonna look. But this is the reason. There could be tied, and this the moment that you go towards this, and this could be the opportunity. This really leaving the past behind, and that could be hard. But yo, they want to repeat it. This is why, look, communication, like let it go, and it took me a while, like I said. But that's what you got. The 10 right here, and this is 1010. Look, damn. There, this person, like this guy, this person that you see right now, that Fox Mueller, like I'm telling you, don't let nothing get to you, especially from here to the Cinco de Mayo portal. Like you're this close. You know what? I just picked up for some of you guys. Have you noticed that when you're getting to every portal, it's gonna for somebody out there. Have you noticed that you get attacked? This can mean somebody places you in a position of defending yourself, anger, depression. Like you're doing good. You're about to walk into this. So don't let your emotions get the best of you. If somebody comes at you or you get this intrusive thoughts, let it go. Dance. Dancing and laughing, guys, it might be, you might think it's silly. But when you dance, you move your energy. You move your energy and you get out of that energy they sent you, but you have this. So they want you to put anything of your thoughts behind or leave this person that's not giving you closure. Fuck it. If you don't get it, this person's going to come back at you and say, you know what, sis, or if this is a man, it was a misunderstanding. I didn't mean it. Just response. Good. Thank you. Bye. And do it without emotions. Try not to even cry. Look, you're going to be having your faith. When you're able to talk with no emotions, knowing that that person did whatever they did, and you forgive them, tell them to go ask God. You already did it. And this is where, look, you step into this energy. Remember I told you guys, like for my ladies, men, whoever you are, you're going to be able to speak your testimony. And a lot of you guys, you feel bad because you love these people. They could be your family, but it's none of your business no more. And this is, you're going to be gaining influence. And this is in the spirit realm, because a lot of you guys, you're walking through this door and you have protection. You don't have to get into this with you. Just know that you are protected. And look, you're going to get influence. And whatever you've been wishing for, the number 7 is important. It's going to look like, oh, that's not the right thing, but they want you to go to God, because it could be, oh, that's a snake. That's dangerous. But if God is leading you, don't let nobody trick you out your spot. You know, like this person right here could be telling you, oh, it's not good for you to go there, mother figure, father figure, whatever it could be. But look, let this be your confirmation that your wish will be fulfilled. The universe is orchestrating the perfect circumstance for your arrival. And it can look like you're losing in the battle, but you know what? What is for you is for you. And this person is mad because they created the separation. For a lot of you guys, you didn't create it. They created it. Look. So you could be like me. Look, here comes in chinga la moto. They want to come fast, but they can't. They created the separation. And it was necessary, because for a lot of you guys, this is you walking through this door of value. I'm telling you, my ladies, this person that was financially abusing you, they're gonna hate it that they lost this blessing. And the more they hurt you, the greater the fucking blessing. Look, and self-expression. What are you putting out here? Like I have this Fox Mueller, which is probably somebody that hurt me. You know, they didn't know about this channel. Now look, they're finding out. But why? Because if you go back to all my videos, what am I doing? You're gonna be in this position right here. The number one thing to do is what I'm hearing: self-expression. How do you view your experience on your journey? Because the spirit world is gonna be looking and see the way you handle this. They're mad. If you seek revenge, you lose your blessing. They don't want you to know that. So they're going to aggravate you. And what you're going towards and the way you're going to express it is like music. You're going to help other people. You're going to help other people. You're meant to help other people. You're meant to be in this position. Where's it at? Look, divine intervention. And this person is creating a power struggle. Now they want to come back for you. I miss you. They forgot how they left you in anxiety, right? And look, how do you go back? Remember in the beginning, this betrayal of trust. Like, how? Like, yo, I forgive you, but fuck, I'm not gonna be in the same house with you. Oh, fuck that shit. You're not going to jail. Nah. And the spirit world is already gonna protect you on that. This person has anxiety or they left you, but this person is looking at you. Why won't you forgive me? I did. But fuck that, I'm moving out. You're not getting these nalgas no more. You're not getting this pecker. And this person could be coming back. Oh my God, why are you leaving me? Lupita, Chippies, Ladybug, please don't leave me. Please don't leave me. Look, relocation. And you know why they're mad? Because you have a new lover coming. Remember I said 33 earlier? Look, this lovers right here is a higher plan from God. And this person, man or woman, number 9 could be significant, is gonna be mad. For some of you guys, your person, who knows how many persons they smashed. You don't care. The minute that they betrayed you with that betrayal of trust, you were like, do whatever you want. Look, it could have hurt you guys. And they're mad because you have the ability to see. And then what everybody's, oh, they were smashing here and there, and you're like, nah, I'm not falling for that manipulation. And you don't care. Look how you're gonna be in this energy by yourself, and this person's looking back, man or woman. It could be the other way around, and they're gonna watch you with somebody else. But the way you're gonna express what happened to you, like, look, like you have a major blessing. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go. I knew it. Yeah, Alex. Tú dale para adelante. Thanks for coming live. You're welcome. I'm gonna look. This came out again. Don't let anybody take you out of character, guys. Very important. From here to Cinco de Mayo portal. Cinco de Mayo, they want you to be happy, control your liquor, and don't surround yourself around people that you have like if you have this kind of like, maybe they're not, that's no. And it's going to be a test. What do we got? Today's the 4th, that's tomorrow. And then from this portal, Cinco de Mayo, to the 6 portal, watch it, pay attention. Who's trying to create conflict? And you're gonna laugh. Instead of getting mad, you're gonna be, fuck that shit, I heard it on Infinite. Look, let me help you. Remember, let me help you. It's up to you. Go to God on that one. But I heard again, look, let me help you. Because they could feel that. I can help you improve. They're seeing that you're moving towards this. And look, a distant journey. They see you moving. And this is why they're giving you this warning. They want you to take you off this path. This could be your family. They made an agreement with somebody else. But look, they can't touch your destiny. That's what I got for you guys. His dad passed away, Alec. Yeah, my dad passed away 6 years ago. And look at that divine intervention. And I still kept my spiritual journey, to break some generational curse. This is mine right now. And this person was mad. Anyways, but a lot of you guys, I'm going to do air signs and then water signs. Maybe I'll mix them both. Look, whatever you do, guys, whatever phase you're at, take accountability. Because even in isolation, if you're in isolation, they're watching you big time. But look, you take accountability. There's a blessing behind that. Look, malicious intent was upside down. Whoever's looking into you, like whatever lies they threw about you, before I close out with this, You took accountability. Maybe you haven't said your part, but people are watching you in isolation. And look, malicious intent, and what they're seeing is that whatever they said about you, it doesn't add up. Maybe at the time they have proof, that you did certain thing, that you reacted a certain way. But if you told them why, it would be game over. That's why you see the Fox, they're coming in, they're scared. You're about to step to where you're going to speak up. A lot of you guys could have been in the same journey where you're at with me, where God had you in your test. Part of your test is for you to trust God first. What does that mean? Fuck, you're used to fucking telling, like, you're a truth speaker. Even when you do wrong things, you still don't fucking run from the pinche truth. Like, if you get busted off, see, and you assume the consequences. But for your test, that God is testing your loyalty. Can you handle it? Can you wait until I fix things? Can you wait until I tell you when to speak, where to speak? And most of the time, what happened, like on my case, he's working other things back here. So a lot of people are seeing you took accountability, you're in isolation, and you wasn't in this energy, malicious intent. You didn't have nothing. You didn't even try to block them financially. And this person has resentment. They're seeing that they try to limit you. They're seeing that. Look, and why? Because you were the golden goose. You're everything. You didn't want you to walk towards somebody else. This could be opportunity. This could be another love. This is you going on your path, your purpose. And they didn't. You weren't trying to block them. For a lot of you guys, you had to leave things behind. They didn't have to hurt you like that. This is for my spiritual OGs. They didn't have to hurt you like that. Like, like, you're probably not a person that cares about money. Because money, you trust love, you trust loyalty. You're not perfect. You're not perfect. But you wouldn't have done them the way they did you. This person has resentment because they don't want people to see who you truly are or who you're becoming. We all have an opportunity to change. And plus, even if you don't try to change, you're still not the same person from last year. We all change. And this is why when some of you guys that are moving out of relationship, this person, you're not clicking no more. It's meant to be that way. If both of you guys can't compromise, guess what? Or one person doesn't want to, ya se acabó. And some of you guys are trying to move in a different direction because, there's nothing else you could do, and you're not going to live unhappy. At least I feel that I'm picking some of you guys. You're like, fuck, I'm not, man. Your parents, because they're miserable. I'm not going to be miserable. And, and look, they want to be authoritative towards you. Oh, you can't leave. And no, look, for a lot of you guys, they don't want you to travel, to move, because you would get the rewards and they can't benefit. You might say, but Infinite, I don't even work. You carry the energy for that divine person, but he turned karmic. I'm a home, I stay home. Yeah, but you got that good juice, like that energy. And when two divine beings get together, pues, sobres, you start to prosper. Somebody forfeited. Somebody did you dirty and they were supposed to apologize and they did it. And now there's another person coming in. Some of you guys had another person try to do what you guys are doing with somebody else. How does that work? You have something you built with a particular person that God blessed. And even if you're going through a divorce, how do you cheat somebody, try to destroy him, trying to cause him to incarcerate, try to kill them, and try to do it with somebody else? It's not going to last forever, but people don't realize God will allow that person to think whatever they want. Other people, God will build them up only to tear them down. That's why God wants to do it, and he'll take all the glory. People will laugh, and everybody that laughed, you go read the Bible, it says it. When they acted bad, he disciplined, he tore it down. Even King Solomon, he tore all that shit down. And guess what? Another person, but it's harder. This person, the way they did you, you just give it to God. Vámonos. And that person is feeling it. Imagine, like, guys, for some of you guys, if they did you dirty and you didn't say nothing, Why is it they can't come and tell you? Like, they don't even want to be in front of you because you would speak and people would be like, yo, that's crazy. But they're putting two to two together and they're not going to mess up your blessing. That's what I heard. That's what I got for you guys. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, and comment. Yes. And claim it. Give it to God. Keep pushing forward. I'll do the water sign or air sign in about, give me an hour. Thank you for the donations, your likes, your hearts. He says he don't apologize. Let him not apologize. His loss. A person that doesn't apologize doesn't take accountability. You should be able to apologize quick if you love somebody. You know what? When somebody's sincere, they'll be like, you know what, mija, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Like, you want a person to look you in the eye and say, you know what, I really apologize. I didn't I didn't mean to hurt you that way. Because sometimes we could joke different. And like, I'm the kind of person that if I go out with you, like if I'm going out with you on a date, I'm not looking at nobody but your chichis and you and your nalgas. I give you that respect. And you know, there was a girl that I went out with one time, but she was a little bit acá. And I told her, I said, yo, and we went out for a while. I'm like, no, when we go out, this is when I was younger. It's about you and me. I don't give a fuck about anybody else. Why? Because you want to give that attention when you love somebody. So I learned because I was in that position, like, oh my God, you were looking. That's where I started to learn at a younger age. But I'm the person that'll be like, you know what? If I made you feel uh, in a certain way, my apologies. And then you learn and you move forward, especially with the woman, because yo, if you want to smash and you want to be in good terms, regardless, you want to be remembered a certain way. Like, like, for a woman and a man, we come together in a relationship and we're supposed to grow. What did you learn? Like, my ladies, what did you learn from this guy? Did he teach you how to hustle? Did he teach you how to, pay your bills? For my young ones, did he teach you how to, how to get a promotion? Did he teach you anything? He's supposed to teach you, and then you break up, and then, you're looking for somebody else. God puts another person in your life. Just like a man, we learn from the women too. I had to learn how to fucking clean house and how to cook at a young age. Mama was like, a la chingada, cabrón. So you don't have to depend on no bitch. But then she did me dirty. she still did me dirty. But I know how to cook and clean. And you learn from women. So my ladies, pick people that are gonna elevate you. They're not just gonna give you the wood. They're gonna be able to teach you something. And then when you move to another person, pick a person that's gonna pick you up. Not to be hypergamy, but do it with love, and you'll see how if you meet the right person, he's not gonna be mad. Like, yo, ya fucked up, and pues, vámonos, te quiero mucho, y vámonos. And if they don't know how to apologize, they're immature. At least the way I see it, like, yo, it's easier to be honest and say, you know what, I fucked up, than if I tell you, hey, I didn't do this, and then you find out, you're gonna be more pissed. And that's what people don't understand. Some of you guys are dealing with people. Like my peoples in the past, they're mad because they try to paint a picture, but people know me with my integrity. I'm not gonna fucking lie. Like, pero you know what? It's part of my journey. And they have to handle that part of their journey. Some of you guys, you're not worried, like, bring them over here so we could talk about it. But they're afraid. But when they were like this and you were just one person, it's stupid, huh? All of them tagging up and it's one person, you would think they had the common sense. Like, why are we after this person? Like, the person that routed everybody up, guilty by association. Like, yo, there's something off. Like, if we're gonna fight, what did that person do? All of us versus one? Get the fuck out of here, right? All right, guys, I love you guys. I'll see you guys in about an hour. I can't see the sun is hitting and I'm gonna get more darker,